He gave up. He gave up on the season. Man. Yo, you know what, man? Yesterday I was gonna watch the game and I got busy doing something else, and it was just like, man, I'm not really gonna go home and watch the game right now. No, I'm not. So I didn't even bother to watch, bro, and I wasn't even surprised. It's it's really terrible. It's really terrible to me. Yeah, it's not a good experience. You haven't really had a maybe last year was the year to go. It's crazy, man. We should have more games that we actually win. So you can have a good experience. But for some reason, these guys can't get it together. How are you feeling, by the way? I don't even know why I have my. Why do I have my headphones on? I have no idea why I have my headphones on. It's not like I'm listening to anything. Sometimes I always wear it when I'm listening to music. God damn, bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, bro. You gotta keep. I think it's you got. From what I've heard from people, because I know a couple of people who had like long problems after. It's take a long time. It could take up to a couple months really to recover from that, man. Just take it day by day, man, day by day. That's all. Did you get the link, Aaron? Do you see the link? You,
Yo, what up?
it's good, my boy. How you?
How you living?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. Like I'm in my own peace zone. I'm home. I'm just relaxing, bro. Like it's no better feeling when you're happy in your home. Like like I don't really want to go anywhere. I just want to be home.
That's a fact.
that ass.
All this shit going on, bro. I just want to stay home.
Yeah. Ain't no reason to really be outside. I just got an oil change earlier. That's it. I made some food. I took a nap. That's it. You know.
Yeah, I ain't been doing shit. I just woke up,
Yeah.
did some juicing, cooked, and I'm just chilling, man.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Like no reason to like overdo it. Like it's winter anyway. It's actually very cold outside too. You know what I mean? Oh shit! What up, bro?
Yo,
Yo,
what up? You got the
Yo,
background, got the Knicks.
you got this rock. Yeah. You got
y'all
this
know what
rock
I'm on.
with you. You got
Y'all
this
know what
rock.
I'm
It's gonna
on.
be a good stream, bro. Oh shit.
Y'all know what I'm on. Oh man,
Man, how you feeling, bro? You all right, man? You seem stressed, bro.
about the game.
Yeah.
To be honest, I ain't watch till like the second quarter, so y'all gotta fill me up what happened first quarter.
I didn't watch at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yesterday I was gonna go home because it started like I think like 7:30, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not watching this one. And surprise, surprise.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I
No,
saw,
I
I
ain't
saw the
watching.
whole thing, man.
All right, so fill
Kemba
me in,
went
bro. Fill
off.
me in.
Kemba went off. Fournier played bad. Fournier played really bad, actually. Randall played bad. Um, some people say Mitch played bad, but I think Mitch is getting better. Mitch is getting better. Like he got his feet under him now. Um, Burks, to me, Burks is regressing.
Yeah, I seen that.
You know, it's hard to like, and then it just feels weird. Like any game that we play right now, just with what's going on with the protocols, everything just feels weird. It's hard to even judge what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yo,
It's
I
getting
might get
weird and weird.
vaccinated though.
What'd you say,
I might get vaccinated though.
bro? I told y'all I had to do that shit. To be honest, man. Like it got to the point where like in New York they can't force you, but it's like once you work somewhere, like when it's an office, all of a sudden it becomes you against everybody else.
Nah,
It's
facts.
It
it's
shouldn't be like that
crazy,
though.
Yeah,
huh?
it shouldn't.
It shouldn't be like that though.
It shouldn't be like that, but it is. And I was like, you know what? I had it before, and there's a part of me, like I don't know how you feel about it now, but there's a part of me that's like, you know what? Let me at least try and do everything I can. Like besides working out, eating good, because I ain't trying to get that shit a second time. Like it wasn't bad, but it was pretty hefty at the same time. Not gonna lie. So like I did what I had to do once, see what it does with my body, and then that's that. After I took the second shot, I'm not taking no booster shots or nothing like that, bro. That's for sure. But it is what it is. Like you protected yourself, you got a antibody. Now once you get better, you got even more antibodies. Hopefully with that shit, and that's it, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I felt like I was gonna die with this shit.
You that ass?
I dead ass felt like I was gonna die, bro. I never been so sick of my life. Like the symptoms was crazy, bro. Had to go to the hospital twice. You feel me? First time I went, like the only reason I had to go to the hospital really was it's just cause I couldn't eat. Like my throat had closed up on me. I couldn't eat.
What up?
I couldn't eat or drink. And I was so dehydrated that I never
Mm-hmm.
felt like that in my life. I lost 15 pounds within 4 days. You know what
God
I'm
damn.
saying? So I went to the hospital, tried to get IV. They didn't give me IV. They gave me a steroid shot to make me feel better. And they made me feel better for like a day. Then the next day I still couldn't eat nothing. And then like 2 days after that, I went to Good Samaritan Hospital, and because previously my pops had got the monoclonal antibody treatment,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it's totally different than the vaccine. It's like it's like they give you like natural like antibodies, like it's like some like antibodies in your system, right?
I heard about that.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I went there to the hospital, bro, and where they giving the treatment at, it's a big room where it's like mad people, and it's like hospital. It's like kind of like hospital beds, but everything is open, and you can hear everything that the doctors is saying to other people and everything. And damn near most of the people there were vaccinated, bro, and they was
Mm-hmm.
going through it. I'm talking about going through it. So my thing is like, I'm not anti-vaccination, bro, because nigga, kids don't get chicken pox no more. That shit works. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
polio back in the day, that shit works. Measles, mumps, all that, it works. But this shit that they got going on now, to me, it's not a real It's not a real vaccine. It doesn't work like like a traditional vaccine works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my thing is like, if you show me a vaccine that works to the point where if I take the vaccine I won't catch COVID, nigga, then okay, I'm with it. But when I'm in the hospital sitting next to people, they like, yo, yeah, I'm fully vaccinated and I got the boosters, but they sicker than me. And I'm talking young people too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's the point then? That's just my thing.
Yeah. I think it's to the point where you can't really do anything anyway. What's up, White Falcon? I couldn't say hello. What up, B Sim? Um, yeah, five years from now, what's gonna happen to them who took the job? Like honestly, like we don't know. But like one thing I feel honestly, there's many ways you can die. And at this point, everybody like mostly took it. Like at this point, like it's crazy. It's only been a year. A lot of people honestly took that shit, which is crazy because I know a lot of people that didn't want to and had to. So everybody is pretty much in the same boat, bro. There ain't gonna be many soul survivors, bro. I think I'm dead ass. Like you're not gonna be the last one left. At some point, you're gonna have to make that decision too to take it. But I do think the way you're taking care of your body now, because the shit don't. What I've been reading, the shit don't stay in your body forever. So if you do that in conjunction with taking care of yourself, you put yourself in the best position, bro. Like the fact that you're able to be here now has a lot to do with your diet and everything else, bro. I'm telling you, because I got sick pretty good and I still didn't go to the hospital. Oh shit! What's up, Ray? You got COVID too? Damn, bro.
Who got COVID?
Baby Rage got COVID.
Oh, he down there in Florida, right?
Mm.
Shit.
Yo, I hope you get well, man. I hope your symptoms ain't that bad.
Everybody getting sick, man.
Shit is crazy, bro. They trying to kill. Nah, it's YouTube. I ain't even try.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't gonna
I
do
know
all
what
that.
you're gonna say. Like
I
I
ain't gonna
kind
do
of.
all that. But it's COVID. It's real. It's real. It's
No,
real.
it's not fake. It's not fake. That shit is
It's
dead ass.
real. You
It's just
know.
heavy. It's pretty heavy though. I ain't got sick like that ever. Honestly, I've never gotten sick.
Me neither.
My
And you
whole
know,
life.
I do all the right things. Like I drink Seymour's ginger tea every
Oh
day.
hell
Like
yeah.
I'm on
Seymour shit
point.
slap.
I eat fairly healthy. You know, I'm on point, and it's still caught up to me. I never thought it would come up, catch up to me. I caught it playing basketball. I'm in the gyms playing ball almost every day, and I'm pretty sure I caught it that way. And you know, I take it serious. I'm not gonna lie. Now it's like, all right, I'm on point now. I'm not messing around.
Yeah, you don't want
You
to get.
know, and now my mom's job, they forcing her to take the vaccine, or she gonna lose her job, and she dead ass about to walk away.
I know people like
It's
that
like a
too.
$60,000 a year job. She about to walk away. She not playing. You know what I'm saying? There
See,
comes a
that's the
point where
thing,
you
bro.
gotta stand up for something, man.
Yeah.
Especially if if the vaccine is not proven, it's just not proven enough for me. Like that's just my thing. It's not proven enough. I'm not anti-vaccine by any means. For me, shit is just not proven enough.
Man, got better rage, most definitely. Yeah, I knew B Sim called it twice. I remember him telling me that. And Dev, what you said, like, it's a lot of truth in that, man. Like, if you went there, you said, like, if you showed me something that that's effective to work and that it won't allow you to get the virus, then yeah, I'll be down. And I feel the same way, like, and that's fair. Honestly, it's fair because at this point, bro, if everybody's catching it again that took the vaccine, then what's the point? What's the point? But it got to the point where I couldn't work anymore. Like your mother is in this situation now. You gotta go home and think about like, bro, we got
Yeah, you gotta
bills.
rethink. You gotta rethink life, bro. Like
Yeah, hell
if you don't
yeah.
get this vaccine, bro, the way they pushing this shit, it's like, bro, if you don't get it, bro, like it's gonna come to a point where they're gonna be like, yo, you better stay in that crib. You feel me? Like they're not gonna let you go nowhere, bro. And that's the thing. Like I'm a volunteer firefighter, so I don't have to take it because I'm not a first station firefighter. But like here in Queens, like the way they pushing this shit, it's like if you don't get this shit, bro, you ain't going nowhere, man. You ain't no fun, nigga. You better stay in that crib. That's what it is right now. That's the way they pushing this shit. That's the
Yeah.
fucked up part. Like I feel like they
Um,
not letting up, bro. It's like that's how I know the vaccine's kind of suspect. Like they not. It's not even like a choice no more. It's starting to become like you gotta do it type shit. You feel me? Like it's not even becoming a choice no more.
but you know
Bro,
what
they
I
like,
think,
bro, you better get this shit.
like if you read, I read good news sources, bro. Like if you read news sources, you know what they said about the new variant, bro. They said, they said if you took a, if you took a booster shot, the booster shot, you know how long it's gonna last? Like
What?
10 days.
Yeah.
These
Crazy, right?
niggas is
10 days.
bullshitting, bro. They
10 days.
bullshitting.
And they don't want to hear that. They said it'll last 10 days, like for the new variant, but it protects you against other ones, which I believe. You know why? Because those were dominant strains, and if you see now, everybody's getting sick. So that's that.
I
Whatever.
heard, but I heard niggas is getting sick though. But it's like little colds and shit.
Yeah, it's all
It's like
it's
niggas get a runny
weird,
nose
though.
and shit. You know what
Because
I'm saying?
even I gotta go and check up. I gotta go do a checkup again because like I feel like I have some weird after effects. Like I've like shit in my like nails and shit like that and stuff like that. I gotta get that checked out. It's not. It's serious, bro. It's serious. It's not. It's not a joke. That's one thing I tell you though. You're gonna get sick real good if you get that thing. And I don't know if I caught it again because I did had a cold 2 weeks ago, 2 3 weeks ago. So I hope that's what it was. Remember when I told you I was feeling under the weather? I hope that's what it was. To be honest, And then my body like reacted to it, and then I got like some weird like after effects. I hope that's the best case scenario now. Like now that you got it before, Dev, like if you get it again, hopefully your body's like, oh shit, they're these niggas again. You know what I'm saying? That's the best case scenario, man. Like I hope we can train our bodies in a way just to adjust because I don't think you can take a vaccine every year for the rest of your life.
But,
To
this thing is gonna keep mutating, bro. I feel like every flu
Yeah.
season is gonna be a new variant. That's how I feel.
shit,
You know, that's how I feel.
what can you do? What can you do? I maybe if we learn to deal with it better, because hey, man, like even doctors, I talked to my doctor, like she had to take it. Like
Yeah.
everybody's in the same boat, bro. It's
These
not.
doctors are confused. They don't even know what they really
She doesn't
talking
know what to
about.
tell me. She says that even if I went and I took your antibody level, like they don't know what it means. Like what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. Like if you have antibody levels of 200%, it makes no difference because they don't know how that correlates to you not catching the virus again. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, they don't know. And look, man, look, this shit just came out 2 years ago. I wasn't mad at her like for not knowing, but I just tried to do my own test and make sure I was Gucci. She said, honestly, bro, you Gucci, you can take it. Like if you have to take it for work, I think you should. At least, but like the way I felt about it, because when I got it was when the Delta shit was going on. And, they said that shit, the vaccine protects you for that shit at least close to 100%, bro. But this new shit, like I don't know what's going on. Like new shit just keeps coming out, and athletes and players are getting sick. You know what I'm saying? All the time. And I'm reading that it's mainly people who have symptoms in the NFL that are spreading like the COVID around. It's not even asymptomatic in the NFL. It's people who are having symptoms are spreading that shit all over the league. That's why everybody's getting sick, bro.
I heard RJ is the only one on the team that had like legit symptoms. Because
Yeah.
he could have played yesterday, but I don't think his lungs is there yet.
Nah, yeah, they was like he don't really have time to like even get in the ball shape, like any practices or nothing.
I
He
think
just got
eventually,
cleared, bro.
that's another thing my doctor said. She said it's gonna take a couple more cycles. She said it's gonna take maybe another 2 cycles. I don't know what she meant by cycles time wise, but I'm figuring it's 2 years. Until you get a good handle on what the fuck is going on. But most definitely take care of your fucking body, man. Like, don't play around with that shit. Get an air fryer if you don't have an air fryer. Learn how to cut some vegetables. I'm serious, man. You can get fucking killed by this shit if you're not careful with what you do in your body. Going out every night, drinking, smoking.
Fast food.
Man,
Yeah.
man. If you go get fast food, I went to Checkers today. You know what I got? I got some fries.
That's it. Yeah.
You don't get
That's,
nothing else. Get some
you
fries.
gotta enjoy yourself a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the lady looked at me crazy. It's like, you don't want nothing? I was like, nah, I don't want no burgers. That's all I want. I could eat that.
You gotta get the honey mustard too.
Facts. I was thinking about it. I went right here, bro. I was in Brentwood earlier today. I went right here.
Yeah.
Take care of your body, man. Oh, speaking of Kyrie B, Sam, I was reading that I think they're lying. They said that they were closer to getting him back. This dude is not interested in playing no basketball, but then he called it, right? Apparently.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
caught
he
it
got
right
it.
when he was coming back.
I don't know.
They say he might take it if they got a vegan one.
Yeah, they got a plant. They coming out with a plant-based one, and I'm looking into that. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
fuck
doing my
with that.
research on that too.
Yeah, that's
And
really.
it's oral. It's not even a shot. It's oral.
Man, I don't know. I guess a lot of people would take it, but it's the same thing.
Nah, I don't know if it's the same. I don't know. I got to do some
No,
research.
no, no, but I'm saying like the same concept of you really don't know what the fuck it is because now they're coming out with pills and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it's like you could take 2 pills, bro, and be cool. Like you just need 2 pills and you should be straight with COVID. 2 Tylenol joints.
They call it perk 19.
Bro, that's
Man,
when I thought this COVID shit was over, bro. You remember that shit was on the news and then the George Floyd shit happened? And then like that was all over the news. It was fuck COVID. Like I didn't hear nothing about that shit. Niggas was looting. And then like it came back a little bit and then the president debate came on. It was fuck COVID. Like I ain't hear nothing about COVID.
hey
And then
man,
now that's just how that shit is.
Wait, Don, you caught it in the summer? You caught it when it was hot?
I caught it when the Delta stuff was going
It was
around.
hot outside?
Yeah,
You see, when it was hot outside, I slept. I'm like, yo, this shit is gone. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was
but
outside.
I knew flu season. I knew around this time, bro. I knew it was gonna come back. I knew it. I just knew it. But you know, when it was hot outside, I'm like, yo, this shit is gone. I'm outside every day.
and I think I knew where I caught it. I went to like a bar, whatever. I caught it there, most definitely. And I know eventually you're gonna have to face it. I knew it, but I kind of felt like that. I was like, man, yo, I've been out here a whole year. This shit ain't get my ass. It's like this should have got me by now.
Right.
Because bro, I would work in offices and everybody in the office almost caught it. Like 4 or 5 people, and they worked all around. I said, I beat this shit in every day. I'm Gucci, bro. You know what I mean? And then boom, it did get me. It did get me. It was a fight.
When you think you Gucci, bro, that's when that shit gets you, bro.
That's why now, today, tomorrow, the holidays, bro, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stay my ass inside. I'm not. There's no reason right now to go anywhere until it gets hotter anyway.
I just go to the supermarket. That's about it.
Supermarket.
Yeah, that's all I do.
That's about it. Go get some
Work.
food. Shit. Do read a book, something. I don't know. That's why we watch sports, honestly, because I don't really feel like being outside anyway. Seriously, like people are now, again, you can tell people are taking it serious. Like before, people were like, you don't have to wear your mask, But now you see people again. It's kind of going back to like how it was before, where people were scared as fuck because we didn't know what the hell we was dealing with. Because I don't know, y'all remember in the beginning, like the beginning,
it was scary.
I'd never seen anything like that in my life.
And I was working around that time too, and I felt weird while I was working. I'm like, yo, should I even be working right now? Like, it felt weird.
I
felt like I was risking my life.
Mm-hmm. I had an argument with my pops about that because at that time we were still living together and we still going to work every day. I'm like, bro, why are you going to work right now, bro? You don't want to catch this shit that's going on. And he's
Facts.
like, bro, what do you want me to do? Like, we gotta make money. Like, you can't not be out there and not make money. You know what I'm saying? And
Shit gotta get paid, bro.
you
Shit
gotta
gotta
get
get paid.
paid, especially if there were still people willing to pay you for the services that you offer. You gonna go make money, you know. But I was gonna say, hey man, Florida is looking nice. If y'all not with anything, we can move down to Florida. You know, Florida you be Gucci, but you can still catch that shit though, no cap. But they're not gonna enforce nothing. But
Yeah, they're
it's
not on
weird.
that tip.
It's kind of irresponsible in that sense, where they give you the freedom to do what you want to do because they want to be free. But it's not like you can't get it. You can't be mad when you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still spreading. It's spreading even worse because they don't really care if you wear a mask or not,
Nah,
whatever.
In Florida, they be like, yo, you got COVID? Let's shake that shit off, bro. You
Yeah,
good? Shake that shit off.
take that shit off.
I know somebody in Florida right now that got it. Like, yeah, like I heard Texas right now was crazy.
Yeah, I heard Texas crazy.
Heard people in Texas are dying. Yeah, I don't, man. You just gotta
I
pray
don't
for.
know
You just
no
gotta
more,
pray
bro.
with this shit, man. Ain't
I
much
don't
we
know
could
no
really
more,
do.
bro.
I don't have no faith in the medical system because they saying something new every couple months. So I can't call it.
I don't know, man.
But
I don't know.
I feel like they're not gonna shut nothing down no more, bro. Like
No, they're not.
they
I don't.
they 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 they
Yeah.
they that they felt that hurt on their pockets last year, and they not. Yo, bro, people are greedy, so greedy for money, bro, to the point where they're not going through that again, bro. They're gonna
They're
get
not
their
shutting the
money.
NBA down.
They
No,
don't
but
care.
that's
This is
crazy
crazy.
though. When they said that about the NBA, like what did whatchamacallit say? Adam Silver was it Adam Silver? Adam Silver was like, oh well, we seem to know like what we've been dealing with and we've been talking to the medical team and they don't really feel like it's necessary to shut down because they feel like they have a good handle like on it. I was like, what? Like really, like half the league at this point. Now we're talking about they made a whole system about replacement players, bro. I was like, did you read that? Like potential like replacement players coming in the league on like a 10-day contract. I was like, what? Like that's crazy. Like you guys are still gonna go on with the league and just do that? That's wild, man. Like, bro, at this point, they don't want to lose that money. I didn't think every industry, but I think something as simple as sports, bro. Like you can shut down the league for like 3 months.
But you know what they're doing though? They're using that vaccine as like a safety net. They're looking at the vaccine like that's put in place like, oh, things are not gonna really escalate when things are kind of escalating, even with the vaccine in place. So, they if
Man,
it wasn't for the vaccine, like if it was no vaccine and stuff, they would have shut it down. But it's the vaccine that's keeping everything going. And to me, it's just, I don't know, it don't make any sense because it's like these players are catching it, and some of these players are getting symptoms. It don't make any sense to me. I can't call it.
it's not fair too, because like you asking these guys to play now, and like who knows what it does. Like personally, I don't think the vaccine. Personally, at this point, I don't think the vaccine is gonna do something to you like 10, 20 years from now. But I do think that you can get sick real good in the next couple of years from whatever the fuck is going on. I do think that because why you think they're making booster shots? If they want to keep you charged up on that shit, they're gonna make another version of the booster shot. They're gonna make another version of the vaccine or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't stay in your body. But what I do think is that you can get seriously sick. And a lot of these players, like we don't even know. Like a lot of these players have heart problems now. You even
Yeah.
have to sign a waiver. Like I know y'all haven't taken at least one shot yet. You have to before you go when you sign up to take the vaccine, you have to sign a waiver saying that, like basically saying like if you were to get sick from this shit or you drop dead or whatever, fuck, you can't sue anybody. Like that's it. Like that's
See
on
that
you.
that scares me. That scares me, bro.
But I was telling people like that's real. Like before you go to CVS, like you have to if you have to read it. Make sure you read it. If you decide to do it, just make sure you read it and you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable like with doing it because the shot shit is real quick and you're gonna feel a little bit like of a headache. That's what I felt, or you might get a little chills or whatever. But just know, like once you take the first shot, you kind of in. You know what I'm saying? You're in. You know, at least for that. So I think for the Delta variant and the other COVID, like the main COVIDs, I think that's what they're gonna have the vaccines for, and eventually they might have a how you call this, American. I don't know how you call it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know how, but whatever. I'm gonna call it O. For the O vaccine, you're gonna have something else probably in a couple months. But for me, that's too much for me. I'm not taking that. I'll take the first two. That's it. I did my part. I did my part. You know what I'm saying? After that,
Yeah, by that time it's gonna leave your system, so it's like
yeah,
you're gonna. It's kind of like you're still gonna be unvaccinated,
yes,
kind of.
yes. But I think the main ones, the main COVIDs that we have, will protect you for almost a year. Plus, we have antibodies from catching it too. That would make me feel better. Like, you know what, I caught it, and plus I have a vaccine now. But after that, don't ask me for no booster. Don't ask me for nothing, bro. Don't ask me for nothing, bro. I think eventually, I think we're at like 90% of adults. I think everybody's gonna take. If you live in these type of states, you'll probably take it eventually. Something type, if especially for work, you know, or
Yeah.
even some buildings now. Some buildings you can't get in certain buildings anymore. Like right now, you can't. You're
Yeah,
not going
some
to
of
be
these
allowed to
government buildings.
dead ass. You're not going to be able. You can't. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you know, in a way, it's like if you vaccinated for the original two COVIDs and like somebody else is not. You know, that was my argument before. That was my argument before. My argument. I told him I was like, "What's the point? Like you asking me to get vaccinated, but still people can come from outside who aren't vaccinated." And, you know, so that's why they're doing that now. So
But
that I
even the vaccinated could still go in the building and still spread it
And
yes,
still
to
spread it.
like. So that's my thing. Like, just come out with a real vaccine. Like, that's all I'm like. Like, I know it's probably hard for them to come up with it or whatever, but that's all I'm asking. Just come up with some real shit that'll work. You know, where it's not all these gray areas. You know,
be
that's it.
some. You're right about that. I heard about that. This I'm not a fan of the new governor. I don't talk no trash, but I'm not a fan of anything that she's doing. You know, because she I don't know. I don't
I
know. I'm
think
not,
she was put here she was planted because the way whatchamacallit went out. Wait, you
uh,
talking about the girl,
Cuomo.
right? The lady,
Yeah,
yeah,
Kathy Hochul,
yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
something
And
like that.
she replaced
Cuomo.
Cuomo, right? Yeah, Cuomo.
Yeah. Cuomo.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of her, like the stuff that she's doing. But you know what's crazy, bro? Between Nassau County and Suffolk County, a lot of stuff she's doing, they're not enforcing it like that. Like they're not. They're saying they're doing it as education. But I wanted to reply to B Sim. Um, yeah, she tried to pass a bill basically saying that if you don't take the booster, you're not considered fully vaccinated. So they're trying to change the definition of fully
Yeah,
vaccinated.
that's what my mayor's trying to do.
And I'm telling you, fuck that. I'm not taking a booster, bro.
So they're pretty much saying like once it expires, so they're saying you're fully vaccinated at one point, but once it expires, now
Yes.
you're not.
Yeah, they're trying to change the definition. They're trying to change the
They're
definition
trying
of
to
it.
make you take it more than once, bro. Some people
Yeah.
are taking it and be like, all right, I'm good. They're like, nah, fuck that. You got an expiration date.
Nah,
You better go take another one.
I'm not taking no booster shots. That's not happening.
So,
It,
like, you lose your vaccination card, you lose all that shit.
and now, oh, that's another thing. Speaking of vaccination cards, you heard what happened, bro?
Yeah, yeah, they taking it serious.
Yeah, they
You
got
can
put a
go,
felony on your ass.
I ain't gonna talk hot. I ain't gonna talk hot, but there's no garbage dumpster. I ain't playing around.
all
I ain't
right,
going.
man.
I ain't going to no more Knicks games. None of that.
It's all good. All good, man. Just be careful now. Cause yeah,
I ain't playing around. Shit ain't worth it.
yeah, no,
It
that's
ain't worth it,
I'm
bro.
telling you,
I was gonna do it too, bro. Like, I was
just be
gonna come to
careful.
that one of those games. I think I was gonna go to the Hawk game tomorrow. This is like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I'm about to go to the vaccination. I'm about to go to the car real quick, bro.
No, it ain't the move.
It
Nah,
ain't the move, bro. That's all I was like, bro. Niggas, they gonna really make a nigga try to take this shit, bro.
bro.
And plus, I just don't even want to go. After catching it, bro, I don't even want to go nowhere.
Yeah, I
I
feel
don't even
you.
want to go nowhere.
I
Like,
feel you.
I'm gonna be,
I'm probably gonna sit the
I'm
season
gonna
out.
be in the crowd, just like looking at people next to me, making sure they help. Like, If I hear one little cough, I'm gonna be paranoid. I'm not even gonna enjoy the game.
Yeah, you're one of them. That's it.
I be in a supermarket, bro, and people be playing me close. People be playing me mad
Yeah,
close,
yo, they be bugging
and I
out
just
in the
be wanting to say, "Yo,
supermarket.
back the fuck up! Like, why you all up on me?"
Niggas be reaching over you and shit in the aisles and shit. Like,
But it's weird though. I go to the gym every other day. That's not. I feel safe in the gym. I don't know what it is. In the gym, I feel safe when
I
I work.
did too, man.
But it's like I don't know. I don't know. Like
I
I
canceled
do.
my membership, man.
You did for LA?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not going no more,
I'm not going no more. I'm not.
man.
It ain't. It ain't worth it, bro. I got my whole house. I got my whole family sick from playing basketball. I know it's from playing ball. That's all I do.
Man, one thing I did tell you is like sometimes like when you catch it, then you think about it different. That's why like I could go kind of go with taking a vaccine, not because I felt like I was gonna be protected from the new shit. It's just to have some type of basis in something, bro. Like I was willing to live and die with that shit, like knowing because like if I got sick again, I didn't want to say like, damn, at least you could have tried to take the vaccine or something. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know. Like at least now I took it, and then in a couple of weeks I'll take the next one. Whatever comes after that comes after that. But at least like I said, I did my part. I eat healthy, took a vaccine. That's it. You know, I can live with that. But I couldn't live with getting it again and then not doing the additional. You know, like mentally, I would have been like, "You stupid for that," because like now you know what it felt like. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think that's too. That's human nature, though. You know, like sometimes you have to feel how something feels until you know like what it is.
Yeah, like for example, like I would have never went before catching. I would have never thought about getting no steroid shot. I don't even know what they put in me, bro. They told me it was a steroid shot, but I was so desperate. I went up in the hospital so messed up, bro. I was like, yo, just give me. I was like, yo, just give me whatever y'all got to help me. I was,
Yo, y'all gotta save me. Nigga. That's
word.
desperation,
I
son.
was like, yo, whatever y'all got, bro. I would have took some Percocets at that point, son.
That ass. I used to take. I used to took two Percocets or even more than that when I had my surgery, my leg surgery. Percocet is strong, bro. That shit numb your whole body. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like Eric. It's like the times we're living in, bro. Man, you just gotta you just gotta kind of watch where you go and what you do. You know, if
yeah,
your body's still healthy, God willing, bro. That's what we always say. You know, try and take care of yourself, man. It's not that expensive to go to a Whole Foods, buy some sweet potato, regular potato, oat milk, almond milk, a little bit of peanut butter. You can even buy the natural one.
You
Get
get a
your
juicer too, man.
yes,
Try to
juices.
invest in a juicer. Cause fruit is inexpensive. It ain't nothing to juice some fruit.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
food is so inexpensive, man. And learn how to cook a little bit. Even if you have it, honestly, bro. Once you learn how to clean your food, like your meat and your fishes, you really only need an air fryer. And if not, you can do it in a pan too. But the way you do stuff in a pan, oil. I don't like the oil stuff. And you see too, like when you cook the fish, bro, you see how it takes all the oil out of the
air
fish.
fryer.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's you don't really have to like actually bake it with even though olive oil is not that bad for you, but you don't want to use a lot. You know,
yeah,
just doing stuff like that, bro. You do stuff like that for a couple months, man. It can change your whole body, bro. Change your whole body. It's very important. You know me. I'm very big. I'm big on that, man. I'm big on at least eat well. Do something. Do something. You can't. Maybe some people are busy and can't work out every day, but at least eat well. Some people eat like shit, bro.
yeah. Today I made the garlic mashed potatoes with the spinach in it. Put
Yeah,
some mushrooms in it, some salmon on the side, some broccoli. You feel me? Simple.
I had the broccoli. I actually have asparagus too.
You know what I'm
Might make
saying?
that. You know.
Gotta cook, man. Got to.
You have to learn. I didn't know what the hell I was doing in the beginning. I used to burn everything, to be honest. But like I wanted it to taste better because if I was gonna work out, I didn't want to eat trash, and I wasn't gonna. A lot of people buy how you call it? It's pre-cooked meals that they make it for you, and you buy it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot what it's called. A lot of people do that.
Meal preps.
Yes, the meal prep ones, and I don't know how you call it. I know some people are on that.
I
And
I I I'd rather cook my own food.
I
yeah,
cook my own shit. I don't freeze the shit. That
yo,
freezer shit. Freezer shit. I ain't that
bro,
shit.
it's not that hard to cook your own food.
No, it's
White
not that hard to
Falcon,
cook chicken breast, bro. Like it's not that hard, bro.
bro, like
Especially on
15
the air
minutes,
fryer. Come on, son.
370 degrees, 17 minutes. It's
17 minutes.
unbelievable, bro. You once you get your seasonings right, it's unbelievable. You like your own chef. It's crazy that you can do that, but you have to learn. It's easier in the air fryer than it is in a pan. In the pan, like you could either grill it first and then cook it
Yeah,
again, or
Yeah, this technique when it comes to a pan. Yeah, sometimes you gotta sear it on both sides and then put it in the oven to finish it off.
yeah.
because
Oh
otherwise, and you
yeah,
can't put your you can't put too much of your seasoning when you cook it in a pan, because if you cook it in a pan before when all your seasoning is in there, it's gonna burn. It's gonna burn the whole pot. So you can't really do that. So that's why I tended to put some water in it, let the water cook around it, then put my seasoning. And as the water goes away, put like maybe a little bit of a tomato paste or something to make more sauce, and it still comes out alright. But bro, it takes so much time and messes to clean. You
Yeah.
know. White Falcon says, "Ask Donnie, best time to be alive. It's now the best time to be alive."
He said, "Is it?" He said, "What did he say?"
He basically said it's the best time to be alive. And Nathan says we still fucking suck. Yes, I know, Nathan. It's now the best time to be alive. I was thinking about that though. I was thinking about it like if you compare it, because I like to watch like '90s stuff, and sometimes when you look at that, you'll be like, oh, yeah, man, like man, back in the '90s. Oh man, look at the clubs back. I can send y'all some shit I was watching, bro. It'll get you like mad hype for the '90s, but the '90s had problems too, bro. When you're living in New York in the '90s, there's many problems going on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You just kind of make something out of it. And I think what's killing us is the social media shit, bro. It's frustrating me more and more every day, every single day. I'm like, I can't be on here no more, bro. I'll be clicking out of it. It's just programming people to think stupid, bro. Like it's like you can't have your own opinion anymore. Everybody laughs and likes the same things. Everybody keeps up with everybody, and if you keep up with that person, it's nonsense. Is things that don't matter, beefing, celebrity stuff that's nonsense. You know, I feel like they do that on purpose in our community to not make us reach a new level that we can reach. You know, because like other people, whatever is in different communities, aren't thinking about the stuff that we thinking about. You know what I'm saying? And they getting it. They getting their businesses. They getting all their stuff together. And here we are. Like we could do it, but like we don't have the mentality together to be able to have real drive and focus to build that up, man. I don't think we have that. We don't
It
care.
comes from years of comes from slavery. To be honest, comes from the mentality. It just you know everybody. You know how black people are, bro. Like nobody want to work together. Everybody just want to outdo each other,
Mm,
and that's the problem with us blacks, Hispanics.
it's crazy, man.
Even Hispanics, even they work together more
They
than
do.
black people.
yeah, they do.
You see Hispanic people in one area. They might have one house and they got maybe three or four people, working in the house, but that pays for the whole crib easy.
Bro, we from Brentwood, bro. We seen how Hispanics hustle and grind. They come to this country with nothing, bro, and they end up having nice ass cribs. You see they
Mhm.
cribs, bro, and they take care of their stuff.
Take care of stuff, and a lot of the times the fathers will leave stuff for the son, if
Right.
it's business. If we did
Business.
stuff
That's what
like
it
that,
is.
man, it's not hard. It's just that we don't.
We
We're
worried
like
about the wrong things. It's just black
yeah, we,
people.
we
We
like
just
flashy shit,
like,
like
and
cars,
I'm guilty of it, but you gotta have a bat. To me, you gotta have a balance. There's nothing wrong with having nice stuff, but you just gotta make sure your head is just on straight, like. But this system don't really help us at the same time. The system works against us. black people try to get loans in the banks. They know they don't even want to hear us out. So it's like there's a lot of things we got to fight against.
And that's true. That's true. But it's about how you approach it, man. Because like I feel like it is possible to do it. You know, and in certain industries and areas, yeah, you're gonna get discriminated against. You could feel it. You could tell. You know, but I think it's up to like for there to be progress, there always had to be somebody who said fuck that shit. You know, we gonna break down that barrier, boom, and we gonna run through the shit. You know, and I think now, especially nowadays, we just don't have many people who are individualistic. You know, there's too much similarities between people. We all want to be the next so and so. We like if you see one post or you instantly talk about Jay Z, you know, oh Jay Z this, Jay Z that, bro. Like we gotta stop worrying about all these other billionaires, bro. Because honestly, I don't care about them, bro.
They not doing shit for us.
Nah, you think he cares what we do? I think he's cool. I would shake his hand if I made him, you know. Like I think he's cool, but like don't think that that dude is gonna come down and start saving people, bro. Because that it's not happening. He made it. He made his wealth. We gotta make our own stuff. Don't stop waiting for other people to make something for you. You go make it. You know, stop being on the streets. Stop protesting, bro. Stop protesting. Like
Protesting that
go,
shit does not work.
bro. People been doing that.
Shit
Get
does
on your
not work.
grind.
I'm
Get
glad
on
you
your
said that,
grind.
bro. Because a lot of
I'm
people
being
think protesting works, bro. That shit does not work at all. You pretty much you begging your master to change stuff. It ain't gonna change nothing. People protesting against the police, bro. The police are the police. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. You just for
you
me,
worry about your own
it's
shit.
crazy.
Worry about your own shit, bro. Like I was telling people, man. Like when it comes to black people, personally, my personal opinion, I don't believe that white people care about what black people do. I don't think so. You know why I say that? Because everybody at the end of the day has their own shit. Believe it or not, everybody goes through something. And like, yeah, in history, like we've been through a lot of things, but I guarantee you, if you could come back from the 1500s or even the early 50s and 60s, if you were killed and came back and had another chance to live, they'd be making the most out of the life that you're able to live today. You know what I'm saying? So you should be happy that you're alive now, that you could at least still do some things. I know it's not world ain't perfect, man, but like you can get up and you can go anywhere in this world and be able to have an opportunity if you really grind. I never seen nobody not make an opportunity for himself that worked hard, like every day type shit. You know what I'm saying? Every
I
day.
don't know, bro. I see people that work so hard, bro. Especially like blacks and Hispanics. They go to work, bro, and they live in paycheck to paycheck. It's like, and they the hardest
Perfect.
workers.
Yeah,
It's
but
just it's just a setup where all these white people they just own all these things, and they control so much of the resource. Look at Africa, bro. Look at Africa. They don't even own the resources in their own land. You know what I'm saying? They got all these other countries coming in, China, France. You know what I'm saying? And they take control of the resources, and the people is, and then the people that is native to the land, they just living in poverty.
that's what I'm saying. We live here. You know, some like in Europe and some African countries and Latin American countries is worse. You don't have individualism. You know, somebody's ruling you, even if you consider it a democracy or you consider it free. I think that being
I think
here definitely allows you more opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It allows you more opportunity, most definitely. And still, we don't take advantage. Still, and when you say about like people working hard, man, like yes, it's about working hard, but you also gotta work smart. You know, you gotta have an end game and a goal somewhere. You know, if a job that you're working at is paying you, I don't know, $7 an hour, and your bills ain't cut out for that, something has to change somewhere.
Yeah.
An idea, something. Can't do the same shit every year if you know that shit didn't work last year. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are scared of that. It's scary. You know, like how you know like what the next opportunity is if you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make it impossible. You know what I'm saying? Because many of people do it. But if you want to do it, like you have to figure out how you can get there. You know, you might not get everything, but you can get a lot of things. You at least plan for it. You know what I'm saying? I wish more young people um did that with their time, because like all these young kids now got thousands of dollars in loans and stuff like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, like starting out like that in the world, you got like 60,
But
70,000
but that
dollars.
goes back to the systematic how things are set up systematically. Things are set up where they put in college, they push in college, bro. College a lot of times, bro, college is how people get in debt, bro. They start off they early adulthood in debt, and things just systematically, bro. Things are just not set up properly. We us as people, we playing catch up. We playing catch up with all these other races. They made they fortune. They got their generational wealth. But they father passing down businesses and all that, and we playing catch up, bro. We got. I'm saying we got a lot of our people living in the hood for real. We just trying to, you know, it's a mind catch up thing, and it's spiritual, uh, mental, economical. We just playing all that catch up. It's a whole bunch of catch up going on, and we starting to see things are cracking. We don't think like our parents. You know how our parents think, oh, job, 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 get a job, job. Now kids now starting to become more entrepreneurial mind. And we starting to see that.
Yeah,
With the internet, we're seeing that, and you know people getting into crypto and black people talking about stocks and all that. My parents didn't know about no stocks growing up. You feel me? Like I had to teach them about stocks. So we just coming from the generation older than us, our parents and our grandparents, they just thinking job, 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 work, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, work hard. And
Mm,
they
yeah,
not
work
putting
hard.
they not putting no plan together. Now we got kids that are putting plans, bro. We got kids that are YouTubers, and they just working smarter now, not hard.
mm.
We got
I
to just
mean,
see more of that, and
that is true, but you got to remember, like our parents came from a generation where they might have just been able to do that. You know what I'm saying? They went from as a kid, you weren't allowed to do any of that when like their parents, you was talking like maybe like the 80s, you know what I'm saying, where stuff was just changing, so I think they were in a situation where they were happy to just be able to work. So it's like work, 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 work every day, every week, work, 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 and hopefully you have a little bit of the end and then you die. You know what I'm saying? But now, like man, most of us are like in our 20s, like our mid 20s. So the way I see it is, there's got to be some time left over in your life to enjoy it, man. It has to be. It can't just be work and kill yourself every day, kill yourself every day, for a little bit left in the end. So I think our generation is definitely gonna do better at that. And then when you have kids, we have kids, I think they might be even better at that, where it gets to the point where you don't even leave your house no more. Jobs are just doing like remote stuff, like the way we're doing now. That's the one good thing that came out of the pandemic, honestly. You don't necessarily gotta be someplace every time. Many of jobs now can easily do it remote. There's plenty of companies that have how you call that type of services, tech services. So if you need technical support, they run your technical support from where the fuck they at. They help you with anything. That's how it works in my job. Already, and that's crazy to me because that's the new generation. But you have to also remember that there's many kids that look like us that are. I know the pandemic hurt them so much because they don't have, like you said, like they don't have that uh, uh financial support to even some people don't have a laptop, some people don't have that. I would like to change that, man. Like some people don't have a laptop to be able to do the schoolwork. They don't have access to those resources, which is a real thing. This is a truthful thing. You think some of these public schools have access to that? Like they already had trouble getting these kids to school. Like imagine now during a pandemic, you're gonna ask them to learn remotely. Like a lot of us have troubles in our household. Like and now you gotta be in a household all the time with a maybe abusive parent or sibling that's giving you trouble when you trying to do your schoolwork.
yeah,
I think there's many black entertainers now who are very successful. like very athletes, actresses, and all that. Like if we really cared like that, we tackle stuff like that, and give these kids an opportunity to do something somewhere.
In my opinion, the only good thing about the school system is how you able to react. Is how you able to be social with your peers. To me, like they don't be teaching nothing in life in school, bro. Like I feel like you learn everything you need to know before after middle school. Just middle school should be the cut. Like in high school, nothing I learned in high school transcends to real life. That's how I feel. I can't remember nothing I learned in high school, but I remember stuff I learned in middle school, and it can help me in the real world, especially elementary school. Elementary school is important, but they're not like, bro. You got kids graduating and they don't even know how to do taxes. They don't know nothing about mortgages. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's to me, the school system ain't it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
I don't know,
And
man.
and we
I think
starting to see more kids getting homeschooled. But even when you get homeschooled, you still gotta follow their curriculum. You know.
that's true, but I think it's a skill. Like some of the things you mentioned, like doing taxes, like I do taxes, like stuff like that is a very difficult skill, you know. And
But can it
I
be taught? Can it be taught in the classroom? It could. We got all that time, bro. You got all that time in school. It could be taught.
it could be taught in a classroom, but certain fields build on each other very quickly, and I think that um, to get a proper understanding of it, it's gonna take several years. Like if in high school, I don't know why they don't do that in high school because I did take an accounting class in high school, but it wasn't common. Like nobody talked about that shit. I was like looking back, I was shocked they even had that in school, bro. They had it, but it wasn't a requirement because I believe that if they started that earlier, like more students would have been interested in learning how to do that. But that's where the college system comes in. Because most definitely some of these classes get difficult, and that's where the cutoff starts. You know what I'm saying? The cutoff starts, first of all, in classes that are difficult and become expensive, because it's not going to motivate a young individual who's kind of interested but is discouraged about learning it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro. When I tell you, I used to kill myself to learn that stuff, and at the end of it, there weren't many black people in the class. There just weren't. Like once you got to advanced level classes, there ain't no black people in there. I noticed it. I noticed it. I noticed. I talked to my uncle about it. He said that that's how it's gonna be. There's we got a lot of work to do, bro.
You talking about in high school or college?
College, you got a lot of work to do. Like once you get past like the second class, you don't really see many black people in there anymore, and
Bro,
it kind
all that math I learned in college, bro, it's all bullshit. Like
it doesn't help you do anything really, but
nothing.
no, it doesn't. I can't tell you. Me, bro, I took calculus. I wouldn't say that calculus now I need it. You don't need that shit. But what it does is it
It
separates.
generates money. It generates money for the college to have a different type of class. It all goes back to money, bro. And college they work with the surrounding. They work with college works with businesses. They set you up to where you could work for a company in the future. It's all like it's all to me. It's all a scam. Personally, that's how I feel.
Look, man, I always say somebody got to make money somewhere, bro. Like if you think nobody's making money, somebody's making money. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, um, it's got to come from us. There's plenty
It's
of
always the same people making the most money.
yeah, no doubt, because they know how to make it.
I
You
know they stole it and they just carrying it on.
But I was talking to my boy yesterday, and when it comes to stuff like that, I tell you this: I say, for those people who, let's say, you were born rich and you're making money, you know, you think they're gonna give that up? Like, why should they give that up? Like,
Of course, they're not gonna give it up. They proud to have it. They proud.
exactly.
They proud of the American way, how
Hell
America got
yeah,
here. They
they
proud of
got it.
all of that, and that's just spit. That's a spit in our face.
They
Spit in
got
our
it.
face. Hispanics and blacks, they should feel some type of way, bro. Because a Mexican has more right to this land than they do. You know what I'm saying?
So then, what can we do? Like we can.
Bro, as long as the American government exists and you got people that are willing to sign up for the army and fight for it, ain't nothing you could do. The
Nah, man.
American government is bullies, bro. They go around and they just bully at all these other countries, bro. Like I ain't gonna talk too hot, but they just bully all these countries to thinking and a lot of American citizens think, oh, America's the good guys. A lot of times, nah, America's the bad guy. They do a lot of stuff for oil and money and oppress people. They killing people overseas. You know,
It's
funding
crazy, man.
wars and all that.
Yeah, no, like
They the bad guys.
I think that I think that if you really want to do something between people who are considered minorities, you're gonna have to work together.
Facts, facts.
But I don't like. Sadly, I don't think that's gonna
Me
happen.
too. I'm telling you, bro. Slavery messed this up. Slavery just messed this up. It is no like, bro, coming together, bro, is like the hardest thing for black people to do. We just think too much individualism, like yo, it's just me and my family. Like even back when like our parents was kids, like it used to be like they had a saying like the village raised a child, and now there's just no accountability. Now it's like it's just a lot of just no accountability, man. And we praise all this gangsterism and stuff. We praise this stuff. Like
But why?
we
Like
can't be
why? Like
praising
why
this
is
stuff.
that?
We gotta look down on it. Like people, I don't know if you heard about the rapper K Flock that
Yeah,
he got arrested yesterday or whatever. People talking about free K Flock, free K. Nah, bro, K Flock is a menace. Do you listen to his music? The kid's a menace. The kid's bad for society. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like some people belong in jail. I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I don't. You feel me? I ain't always think like this, but some people belong in jail, bro. They just menace to society, bro. Killing people for no reason.
It's it's really crazy when you think about it, because that's the people who are glorified. Those are the people who are glorified in music. I never used to think like that either. I always thought it was offensive. But sometimes if you turn on the music, bro, there is nothing good being said in them songs.
Right. And don't get it twisted, bro. I like some of this
I
music.
love it.
I like drill.
I do.
I like
Yeah.
drill music. But you got to be strong minded to the point where you can't let that shit affect your life. You can't be listening to drill music and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You feel me? You can't. You just gotta look at it as music if you could. But sadly, we got kids that are impressionable. You got impressionable kids that listen to this and they go out and go want to be like these rappers. When we was young, we was young. You know, that's how it was when we was young. We listen to Dipset, we listen to the Locks, listen to all these people, and we was doing the stuff they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like Styles P came out with I Get High. I was rolling up blunts to that, smoking 10 blunts back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like kids are mad impressionable. You just gotta watch what you put out with these kids, man, or else there's gonna be an ongoing cycle of niggerism.
but I believe that these are the people they're put in place by. Look, man, these labels are owned by who? Who owns the labels? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And then look how the females is doing it, man. You got these you got like Meg Thee Stallion out here and Cardi B. Like you got little girls that look up to these women. Like it's sad, bro.
That's
Like
why I tell you, man, it's hard for. Oh, you can't see. It's hard for me to be on these apps no more, man. I think part of me is like that's the reason why we don't get it. We're fed bullshit. When you eat bullshit, your body's gonna be bullshit. Your mind is gonna think bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And we're being fed that every day. We're being fed nonsense and garbage. Like garbage, like especially with the women, man. Like a lot of that stuff. Like I don't want to see that, bro. And trust me, I love
I
women, bro.
love yo. Trust me. I love
Man,
how women. I love women 100%. But it's like yo, bro. Like Meg Thee Stallion, why you gotta have your ass out every time you perform?
like it's not even a
And she not
performance.
even all that. She's like a five.
bro. It's the industry that pumps them up, bro. And that's all they want. That's all they want to see. That's all they want to see in music. Like that's one thing about the '90s, man. Like even though the '90s had its problems, there was a lot of style to the '90s, bro. If y'all was doing something, you knew it had purpose, man. It had a lot of purpose. It, it,
Yeah,
it had a lot of purpose, and there was a lot of things today. You can look back at it today. You know, you can look back at it and be like, damn, like I hear so many songs that was like, wow, like they had a real vibe in the studio when they made that shit. Like you could feel that today, and it's kind of lost in the music now. And I'm a big supporter of hip hop music, bro. Y'all know me. I love the music because music is like sometimes it's the only route that really reaches people. A movie is a movie, but music, something is different about music because you can play it over and over and over, and you attach emotions to it.
it stamps a period of time as well. Like when I think of like low, like the Carter Three, like it just brings back a certain
Like
time.
it's
When you
crazy.
listen to a certain song, you just like a certain memory, a certain smell might come. Like you know what I'm saying? It's crazy
Yeah.
with music.
It's
You heard that Nas album that came out?
Nas.
Yeah, he came
Nah,
out with an
not yet.
album.
Nah.
He did he title it Hip Hop is Dead?
Huh?
Did he title what's the title of it? Hip Hop is
It's
Dead?
called Magic, I think. Magic.
Imagine, because
Yeah.
he was saying something about hip hop being dead. I don't know if you told that. Let me see. I want to see right now. I'm about to check it out
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
because I know what you call it. Roddy Rich just dropped the album. Was all right.
Oh, I heard that. I heard some people saying it wasn't all that. I don't. I'm
I
not the
like.
type to be checking for no Roddy Rich album. I like Roddy Rich though, but
Bro, me. I listen to everybody. I listen to everybody.
I like Roddy. I think he's talented. I like Roddy Rich.
I listen to everybody. Everybody that makes pretty like if you have a good my philosophy is if you made a pretty good song, I'll listen to you forever. I don't care who you are. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying?
I like
Everybody.
I like that new Migos and Jim Jones song. We Set the Trends.
Yeah, I heard that first day. Yep.
That was fire.
Hmm.
That's fire. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nas dropped the album. I'll listen to that later. Yes, sir. You know.
Facts.
Speaking of Nas, a lot of the stuff he did was timeless. Yes, sir. White Falcon, The Godson. B
What's up
Sim
with
says
the Jay
Aretha
Z
was
verses?
finance the founding of the Crips. I don't know about that. I heard look, Jim Jones, that's my guy. Like I don't know if y'all know, but like I fuck with Jim Jones. So like I'm not gonna say that he is snitch because that's what I was hearing. Like I don't care about stuff like that, but I was hearing it the other day. Like these days, you don't know. These days, anything is possible because the feds will build cases on you. Because it's weird. Because like a lot of these rappers live in lifestyles that you promote it on the internet. Like you don't think people watching you, bro? Like I don't understand. But I think when it comes to stuff like that, man, like you basic, yeah, that's what I was reading. So allegedly he's like some type of informant. Look, man, once you get old, you want to stay your ass out of jail. So they're gonna do stuff like that. It's possible. It's
Bro,
not.
bro,
It's
some
not,
of these favorite rappers was snitches, bro.
bro.
That's a
Like,
fact.
They
Ti
did.
snitch.
like Snoop was talking to the police at a time. Like
Yeah,
that shit
Ti
just
too.
happened. Ti
Who?
too.
Ti Snoop.
Look, man. It's
But
not.
me,
It's
me
not worth
personally, I
it
don't care
being.
about that type of shit no more. I don't care. Like I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Like I don't care, man. Like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Would I snitch on somebody that I know? No, because it's not my business. Like the way I was taught is like if you see something that don't really affect you, there's no reason for you to talk about it because now you involved. You know,
Right.
there's
Growing up in New York, that's how you train.
you
Mind
you
your
got to.
business.
Like, why am I gonna talk about somebody else's shit that don't even affect me? To help who?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Like it just doesn't go like that. And now you put yourself at risk and at danger. So I don't look down on people talking to the police. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's just you portray if you portray a lifestyle, and now you're doing it. That's different.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts. Facts.
But if you look, man, a lot of it, like it's not cool to be in jail, bro. Like I don't know what this stuff is. Like it's super glorified. There's nothing cool about going to jail. Like you don't want to go there. You don't want. Why would you want to go there? What's so cool about that? I never understood that though.
It's just the streets in the hood. It's a badge of honor. It's like yo, I've been there. But to me, this shit is stupid, bro. It's all stupid.
You know,
It's
ain't nothing cool
crazy.
about going to jail. Ain't nothing cool about having felonies. You know, like stuff like that. I guarantee you'll never get a decent job because of that shit. Most definitely, they will hold your ass back for the rest of your life. I,
Facts.
pro- I promise you, it's over for you.
You can't even get certain. You can't even get certain apartments.
Get a felony. See what that does to you. These young guys don't get it, and they're getting wild now too. They're getting wilder and wilder. You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
weird.
niggas who go to jail.
Hmm.
I look at it like niggas who promote like, oh yeah, I went to jail. It's like, nigga, you happy you got caught? Hey, bro, you celebrating you got caught. That's what we doing now. What the fuck? Like jail is like, I feel like if you go to jail, you stupid. You stupid. Ain't nothing good about being in jail. I hear a lot of like, you know the shit you see on TV about, oh, you know those like 60 days in type shit,
Mm.
those type shit. In jail for real, it's like it's way worse than that. Like I know some people who've been in jail, and my uncle been in jail. He's like, yo, this shit ain't a joke in here, bro. Like there's niggas in here who got life and they got nothing to lose. They're like, fuck it, I already got life. Let me kill this nigga. I don't give a fuck. I got life. They got nothing to lose.
Can you
This shit ain't no
imagine?
joke in there.
You go in at like 22, 23 years old. You're spending 30, 40 years, bro. 30 Christmases, 30 birthdays, 30, bro. What? It couldn't have been me. I like freedom, though. Like, I know the world ain't perfect, but one thing I'm going to be is free. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to let nobody hold me no boxing. I
Right.
tell you that 100%.
I obey the law, bro. Not because I want
Facts.
to. It's because it's what's best for me. Most times.
And promise you, people forget about your ass, man.
You
Like,
said
once
what?
something, I said, people will forget about you real fast.
Of course.
You know, you go away for a couple of years, you think people remember what you're doing. There's no badge of honor. There's no honor in that, man. It's crazy how the world works. Like you glorify something that people don't really care about how you're doing. Ain't nobody gonna call you. Ain't nobody gonna write you. You know, it ain't like
They might
that.
write you for like 2 weeks and then like forget.
That's it. Girls, any girl you have in your life, gonna move
Yeah,
on.
forget about that shit. If you go to jail, you got a girl, forget about it. Like
They gonna move
end it,
on.
bro, right there.
You're gonna
Your
be in
homie
jail
might,
stress.
yeah, your homie might pull up on that. Like you've been in a year, your homie that you used to know from the other block probably pull up on that. Oh damn, how you doing, bro? It's crazy out here, bro. Like you don't understand. Like you
I
got
see it
It's
all the
wicked
time,
out
bro.
here.
It'd be a best friend. Get close with your baby moms.
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. Like you gotta enjoy your life, really. B Sim says I have a brother who's been in jail since '84. Damn, I'm sorry
He
about
says
that.
it's 94.
Since '84,
84. Wow.
but he's a little older than us, but still,
You
since
know,
'80.
another thing is, man, there's a lot of there's a lot of dudes, man, that need to be free. Like people, dudes that learn their lesson and they're changed. You feel me? That have been locked since the 80s, since the 90s, and
Yeah.
you need to free a lot of dudes, man, because a lot of dudes are not threats to society no more.
I believe in that. A lot of wrongfully accused cases, a lot of cases that the evidence, you know what's crazy? God damn. He said his brother killed 15 people. God damn, yeah. Nah, that's wild, bro. But like
He
a lot
killed
of
what? Damn, G.
yeah, just read it. I'm not gonna re-say it, but just read it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. I know people that diss like some bad things, but like whatever. Um, Brenda says we got a game in 12 hours. What we do? We bored, bro.
You said we got a game in 12 hours.
Bro.
We got a game tomorrow.
When
We got
the
a game in
Knicks
12
don't play,
hours.
bro. Yo, when the Knicks don't play, bro, I don't be doing shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
we
Can
got
we
a
talk about
game.
Julius Randle a little bit?
We talked about Randall a little bit, but then like we got so disappointed and stressed, bro. We should start talking about other shit. Bro. I can talk
Yeah,
about this.
I'm so tired of talking about that nigga, bro.
I am
Explaining
too. I am
niggas.
too. I
I'm
lost
tired of
my
talking about
job, bro.
Randall, bro.
Like now it's like everybody seeing what I see. It's like, all right, I'm gonna
It's
fall
done,
back.
you know. Like, how many videos can I possibly make about saying that Randall this and Randall that? You know.
Every game he just proved the nigga right. Like, bro,
And that's the thing I was thinking about RJ Barrett, bro. Like when I was saying that in chat, I was like, bro, look, man. Like RJ to me is like, how many games is it gonna take for you to just solidify yourself as a player in the NBA that deserves to start? Because he wastes a lot of games. You know, there's a lot of games in the NBA, and he wastes a lot of them. I feel.
I
You know,
feel like this season he hasn't really got a chance. That's just how I feel. I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like all right. He started the season off pretty good though, didn't he?
he
nah,
started off
he could.
right, but like he doesn't. The biggest problem, man, and I think it drives Tibbs crazy. Even the little things he doesn't do really well when he should.
RJ,
Hmm?
you said RJ.
Yeah, getting to the hoop, bro. You know how many times this dude I seen him miss a layup, bro.
Yeah, but he's getting there.
Nah, he has a lot of
Randall not
inefficiencies,
even
but
getting there.
It's not good, bro.
yeah,
This, you know, this dude was like the second or third pick. You know what I'm saying? At that
listen,
level,
I see where niggas come from both sides of RJ, bro. Like, I get it, I get it, bro.
I can't defend that, bro. Like, you know how high of a pick that is in the NBA to be where he is today. Like, I can't defend him that much anymore because we got it wrong for 10 years straight when it comes to drafts, bro. Remember the list I put up the other day? There's no current Nick player that's been drafted high that still plays in the league at this point, besides probably Porzingis.
Damn, that's bad.
Besides Porzingis, and I think Tim Hardaway. I don't know where he was drafted. That's about it.
I don't even think he was top 10. Wasn't he like 11 or something?
Maybe I think so.
Who?
You know what I'm
Tim
saying? And that's
Hardaway?
the
Tim
freaking
I
Hardaway.
truth,
think
man.
so.
Like, you have to understand that the level of this team is not even high, and for RJ Barrett to be where he is, bro, like it's gonna be sad if he gets off the Knicks and I don't really see him play no more. My best case scenario is that he gets better,
But
but I don't.
bro, he was
Huh?
playing with Julius, and we seen what happened when they started feeding him the ball.
That's
And
true.
they say, "Yo, do your thing." Like we just got to see more of that. Like, all right, if we see that, if we see him giving the ball some more, and he's still not really producing, all right, then we got a point. All right, yo, maybe we should be worried. But we haven't seen him without that black cloud of Julius Randle and Fournier next to him. You know what I'm saying? Like you got R, and then they're using RJ wrong. Like Tibbs using RJ, got him just posted, standing in the corner,
Bro,
watching Randle do his thing. Like,
that's what I agree with RJ supporters. That's why I think we're using him as like a I don't say it like that, but we're using him like a dude that just stand on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like he just a guy with a bailout guy with a 4-3. Like we're not using him to his full potential. Like I feel like he should. You know how I don't rate some of these players, but like you know how Fournier will like call off Julius trying to get the ball, or like Quick will do that. I want RJ to do that. Like if RJ get the ball and Julius is posting up to that nigga, yo, get to the corner, move. I want him to be a little bit more like it's year 3 now. It's time for you to start putting your stamp on the game. Like tell Julius, yo, move. Fuck that post up shit. Watch out. He just like kind of aids to Julius and then sits in a corner and waits for the ball. Like he got to be more aggressive in telling and getting the ball and doing his thing. Don't stand on the corner. Get the ball. Tell Julius no. This is my play. Type shit. Quick does it
Mm.
all the time. Quick calls off so many screens from Randall. Fournier does it. Kemba's starting to do it now a little bit, but before he was aiding the Julius, giving him the ball on post ups. That's what RJ got to do, bro. That's the answer. Forget Julius. Get yours. Sometimes you just gotta get yours as a player. You feel me? Sometimes you just gotta like, yeah, I'm getting a bucket here. You feel me? That's what he gotta do. And when he does that, I think we'll be all right. Well, he'll be all right.
I
I'm not
don't think
tripping about
I
him
don't think he
this
will do
season.
that. And I think eventually, if I hope it's true that the front office isn't agreeing with what Tibbs is doing, because the most telling sign for me was that when players started getting COVID and you were forced to play the youth and forced to play Kemba, literally all of them played well which were all decisions that Thibodeau made, and he said that they were good enough to play for some reason. And I know it made him look bad, and I know I can't be the only one that sees that. I know everybody else sees it. I know the front office sees it. James Dolan sees it. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
Yo,
Tom Thibodeau should be here. I don't think.
COVID saved a lot of careers, bro. In terms of like, they saved a lot of careers, bro. Because if we didn't have players out, bro, like them niggas was not playing. We would have
Yeah,
never saw career high Grimes. McBride would have never played, especially that long. You feel me? Quick would have never had that type of game. This shit saved a lot of careers, bro. Real shit.
but a lot of like
Especially
there's this
for our
guy.
rookies.
Yeah, no, especially the rookies, because like there was this guy when I made a video on Tom Thibodeau and I was excited. I can't find the comment, man, but there was this dude. He was like, "Bro, listen to me. This is what's gonna happen. Tom Thibodeau is gonna come here and he's gonna play all the vets and he's gonna run into the ground and he's not gonna play the young guys." And I was arguing. I was like, "Nah, it's a new culture. We got youth and stuff like that." Bro, every single thing that happened is just like that guy said it would. You know. And I think eventually you're gonna have to do something. Yeah, I know Tom Thibodeau is probably friends with the front office, but let's be honest, he's not a good coach.
Now, I think he's a good coach, but I think he's a coach to get you out the mud. That's it. He'll get you to a level of status where it's like acceptable. But and if you want to go far, bro, you need to get another coach. But who can we get though? Like
Yeah,
low key, he's the best option, bro. Like right now,
this
like
team
he's
is
the
the
best
same
option.
team. It's the same team minus Bullock. It's the
My
same team. What's
my
different?
thing is when things get crucial, I don't see no real game plan.
Yeah, you don't.
Like there's no like down the stretch, I see no real game plan. I get yeah, I get teams do that. Down the stretch they focus more like ISO ball, like give it to their best player, get a bucket and all that. But there comes a time where, and then also, do you see like our inbound plays? We have the most horrible inbound plays. I don't know if it's the players that's just not running the inbound plays right, but people are just not getting open. You know, you know, man, it's I don't know, man.
Who can we get
Tibbs,
other than Tibbs?
Tibbs, it's like, and then I just want to see more accountability for the vets. That's all I want to see. Like, say something about Randall. Just please, just say something, man. You said
Yo,
something
that's
about
what I
RJ
want to.
mad quick. And RJ wasn't it wasn't even like RJ was playing like that bad. Like,
He wasn't even playing that bad when he called him out.
yeah, so you can say that. Like, you got Randall over here stinking it up. Fournier stinking it up. You have not said one thing. That's when like Tibbs
Threw
is
Kemba
being
under the
he's trying to be a
bus.
politician. That's what he's doing. He's playing politics.
He threw Kemba under the bus quick as hell.
And don't get me wrong, like Kemba, I like Kemba now, but Kemba, like, he fake did cost us that game last game, man. His defense is bad.
Yo, I said that shit, bro.
Like
Niggas was
he was
getting
a
on me.
gift and a curse, man. Because down the stretch,
It was
like
a traffic
uh
cone. Him and
like people had
Fournier.
to help. I seen Randall, he had to help one play because Kemba got beat, and I think Mitch stepped up, and then Randall had to step up a little bit, and then there was a bucket. Like it's like a trickle down. It's a trickle down effect. Like Kemba's the first defensive line. He get beat, and now everybody else scrambling.
Yeah, the defense collapsed. Once they get to the paint, it's over.
Right.
That's why I said when we play better guards, bro, we're getting smoked. Like, he can score, but like, what happens when he plays like a Lamelo Ball? Like, what happens when he plays a, a Steph Curry? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, probably RJ would be on him, but once they beat RJ, Kemba and Fournier, like everything is like defense is just we just gotta help now. We just gotta help. Everybody gotta guard two people. With Kemba on the floor, it's like a 4-on-5 low key.
And then we have slow footed players like Fournier, and he
Oh
can't really
Lord,
help him recover like that. Well, my thing is, at least Kemba tries, bro.
that's what I know.
Fournier does not even try a lot of times. Kemba's over here sacrificing his body. I respect that. Trying to take charges, but Fournier, bro, like I don't know what's up with him. Like, I really do not know what's up with him. Like, I didn't think he was this bad.
I never liked him. I know that. Never liked him. Never liked him. Never rated him.
But
Never.
this bad?
I
I
never
don't think
really,
he's this bad, bro. Like,
bro.
I
For
don't
the
think
years
he's
I
this
watched
bad.
NBA, like I know Fournier had in the past when he was on the Magic had pretty good games against us, but I never seen him as a guy that I said that I like his game. You know, like
Nah, he's not a marquee signing. He's like a system player. Like,
yeah,
he works well in the system, but not the
for the amount of
star
money. You know what I'm
role.
saying? For the amount
Yeah,
of
he's
money,
definitely not worth 75. Like, that's
I
ridiculous.
can't
But
see it. I couldn't see it then, and I told y'all that. I was like, I'm not sure where we signed him. You know, you could have saved that, and honestly, you could have gone a G League player. You could have even got somebody from our squad in the G League. You know, or
We
you could
had
have
no,
even
we had to
moved.
pay. We had to spend that money regardless. So
Yeah,
for somebody,
oh
we
yeah, yeah,
were,
yeah, that's true. Forgot about that, but
but we're in such a bad situation where it's like I don't know how many years it's gonna take to get out of this.
and you know, with all this COVID stuff going on, I don't think we're gonna make any moves.
yeah, I know it too.
I don't think there's gonna be no trades. I think, and if there is, it might be a Kemba trade.
Kemba don't care because Kemba knows he's gonna ball wherever he goes. Like at this point, I think
His
Kemba
trade value
showed,
just went up.
huh?
His
Yeah,
trade value just went up.
Yeah, I know Kemba just showed that he can still do it, and y'all was wrong. B Sim says nobody thought that Fournier would be this bad. Nobody saw his
I
signing the
swear.
way it happened. I did. I knew that I didn't like it. The first game impressed me, but I think it's it's Tom Thibodeau. It's Tom Thibodeau. It's him. It's really him. He is the reason why. Like, if Fournier is a system player, then Tom Thibodeau should find a system that fits him and Randall.
Nah, oh, you like Steve? You know Steve Clifford, but Fournier, right? You gotta find a system where it covers up his defense. Like, that's the thing with Fournier. You can't make him guard perimeter players. If anything, make him guard the corner where nobody has much movement. If you make him guard perimeter players, not only are you gonna expose him defensively, but your whole every it's like you're asking other people to help defend as well. You gotta find a system where it hides people's defense. Like the Warriors and the Hawks last year did that perfectly because Trae Young can't defend, but their coach hid his defensive inability, putting him on players on the corner, putting him on players close to the paint where he don't really have to defend. You got two people up top who can defend, and Donovich. Other players can defend. Like, you gotta hide his defense. And Tibbs' whole thing is like, nah, everybody gotta defend. So it wasn't a player that we should have got anyway because it just don't fit with Tibbs. It just don't. That was a dumb trade, but I don't know, bro.
Signing.
Yeah, signing. But it's like it looks bad now that 75 million we calling for him to be traded or I don't get this shit, bro.
I
3 years
think
and we already called for him to be traded.
I think you're stuck with Fournier pretty much, but I think Kemba will get out of here. And
Bro, we stuck with Julius, bro. Let alone
I think
Fournier. We stuck with that fool.
Julius can get out of here eventually. I think I see a way. I don't think it's gonna happen this year.
Bro, if anybody's leaving, it's RJ before Julius. 100%. This organization put too much trust in Julius. RJ or Quick, Obi, everybody's going before this fool. I promise you.
I mean,
And
I'm
I
over it.
guarantee you, RJ would never play as bad as what Julius is playing throughout this whole season. It won't happen.
Hell no.
It won't happen
Hell
because
no.
RJ's not going to turn the ball over like that.
Like, I understand him getting some turnovers, but the turnovers he gets, that's like middle school. Like,
But people are cooking him as he comes up the court, like
it's
from the
crazy,
other
bro.
side. Like he's not even looking around. Like his handle is so like his why is his handle like so high? It's like he honestly hasn't learned how to dribble basketball, bro. Like I don't even play
Plus,
basketball.
he beams the ball at people. Like, yo, if you a shooter, I would hate playing with him because like he throws he gives niggas jammies. He gives niggas jammies, bro. The way he passed
Right.
the ball,
It's
I would
weird.
hate playing with him.
But it's like I feel like Randall could do it if he really wanted to, but he doesn't want to do it,
I don't think he's good. I don't think he's good enough. Like, I honestly don't think he's good enough.
bro. I think he can, but he's similar to a soccer player that I was watching a video. I watch so many sports shit, bro. I was watching a video. I know you know Eric. I was watching a video on Balotelli, right? Like how
Yeah.
Balotelli was a very good player, but his attitude would always get in the way of him being successful, and then teams would get rid of him. And like I kind of related to Randall as in like because there was a story that Balotelli was in a training and he was losing.
Oh, I heard you talking about when somebody was like, if one of his teammates was like, bro, if Balotelli played as he trained, he would be the best in the world.
Yes, no, not necessarily that. Like for him, he's the type of player that if he feels like he's gonna lose, then he doesn't try. I feel like it's the same thing with Randall, bro. I feel like if Randall feels like he's not gonna win, or if things don't go for him, he shuts down. And it's weird because he was having last year. I remember, I never forget. He had stories about Kobe and how Kobe inspired him to keep training, working. Look, man, the stuff that Kobe is doing, there's like 3% in the league that actually does that shit. Like once you make it to the NBA,
Yeah,
bro,
they always say, "Oh yeah, I trained." Kobe, hey, Kobe ain't thinking shit. You ain't doing that shit, bro.
do you
You
know
ain't
how
doing
hard
that.
it is? Like in between games to go practice again and again and again for hours a day. Man, this besides I don't even know. Like I don't know too many players right now who are actually doing that as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So just having a mentality like that, I think Randall's mentality is if Randall feels like he's not gonna win this year, he's done. He's done. He doesn't have a mentality of trying to play himself out of it. He's not gonna do that. I don't think Randall's not that type of guy. He's not the type of guy that's gonna find motivation for the team and win to play. He doesn't have it. Like a lot of this team reminds me of the guy that we used to have. You remember Derrick Jones Jr.? He was like a number one pick.
Yeah.
He used to be on the Knicks, right?
Wait. Derrick Jones Jr.
Derrick something. Derrick
Derrick
Williams.
Williams.
Derrick
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 Williams.
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 Derrick Williams.
Yeah,
He was the number one
with the
pick, right?
dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be nice, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened? A couple of years goes by, he bounces around the league, and he ends up on the Knicks. Why am I saying this? Because we always end up with guys who waste their potential. We always have these type of guys on the team. And, I don't think one thing we don't do, man, we don't evaluate characters well. We're poor character evaluators. As what type of player you're getting when you draft them. We could have asked that about RJ, but RJ would have passed that portion. But now we're getting to the point with RJ where we ask ourselves is when are we going to see the results? Like can we? Because now next year you have to ask, okay, let's say we trust you. We're gonna have to pay you now. Like, are you really gonna do what you say you're gonna do? Like, have you been training? Has you been working? I don't know how many guys on this team, besides Obi, maybe. Because Obi, you could tell the improvement of year one, year two instantly. Like the first couple of guys, like, damn, yeah, he got a lot better. With RJ, I don't know where he is with that. I just don't know if he's willing to do that. And I don't think Randall doesn't care to improve himself.
Who do you think's the hardest worker on the team?
Hmm?
Who do you think's the hardest worker on the team?
That's a
It
good
has to be
question.
one of the young guys. I
I
think
think it's
Obi.
quickly.
I think
It's
Obi.
either
I would say
quickly
quickly,
or
but
D.
quickly, bro. This dude really doesn't have anything else other than his floater and his jumper, so it
I
can't
think
be
he
any.
improved his playmaking a little bit this season. I
I
think
think it's
he's
Obi, bro. I think
underrated defensively on the team.
Do you know who the closest players are to Tibbs on the team? The two closest players?
like with each other.
No, close with Tibbs.
Tibbs,
I would say Derrick Rose and
probably
Gibson.
Todd.
Other than them, other than them.
Other than them,
Yeah.
Uh,
probably Randall.
Randall and Quickly. And they've said this, and I've seen it personally. I remember last year I was at a game and I was waiting around after the game and quickly riding the same bus as Tibbs, and it just looked like they got some type of like relationship, like. And then Randall, I think Randall got on the same bus too. But everybody else went somewhere else. Everybody else getting in their cars and all types of
Really?
stuff. And I don't. I say that to say that I think Quickly is a hard worker, but I think Randall. I think Randall's a hard worker. I'm not gonna lie. I just think it's just not in him. I think he tries to put in work. I don't know what type of drills he's doing though. I don't know who's coaching him, who's telling him what to do. But I think the hardest worker on this team is Deuce.
Right?
His like I could tell by the way he approaches the game that he's gonna be very good in this league.
Hmm. It's
He
hard
look
for
like
me.
he puts in work, and he look like he puts in work. Like when nobody's watching, he putting in work. That to me, that's what it looked like.
And then they see a picture of him when he had went to dinner with his Knicks jersey still on, or something like that.
You said he what?
Like he had went to dinner one time with his jersey and shit on.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
forgot
an
about
interesting
Deuce.
question. Who's the hardest worker on the team? I
Cause it's
mean,
hard to think. Like you got to think of stuff like this.
I would say Obi, man. I would say Obi. I think it's Obi. And of course, I would give it to Deuce too, but I don't know him well enough. Unfortunately, we haven't seen his personality enough. But based off of play, I would say it's definitely Obi.
Yeah, yeah, I agree too. Yeah.
Man, Obi Toppin. Oh my God!
Obi's
If
my
you
favorite
unlock
player on
him,
the team.
man, if you unlock him, shit, man. Obi Toppin might not. He might not even. He might not. He might not really stay past his contract, bro. Because eventually, what's gonna happen is if Tibbs is no longer around, you're gonna have to decide to do something with him. And that dude, bro, Obi Toppin can be nice, man. What being able to shoot, drive, his athleticism is through the roof. You
His
know what I'm saying?
confidence. He's mad confident. He's not scared to make mistakes.
Like we lucked out on getting him because it wasn't looking like we were even going to be able to, and then we just did, and we've wasted it kind of so far. But some of these guys have played pretty well that they had to play,
He's
And I don't
playing
know.
second fiddle to Randall.
Hmm?
He's playing second fiddle to Randall.
Yeah,
Like
but
once,
what kept the team together last year, man? Like, what was it last year? I'm trying to think sometimes. What did they have last year that made them, bro? Like, I didn't really think that the Knicks would lose any game. We
You
won a
say
lot of
what
games
did we have last year? That what?
that we don't have this year. Like, as far as the team spirit goes, like, what was like? There was like a spirit. It was an energy.
You know,
Of,
when Derrick Rose came, that changed a lot for us.
yeah,
in a good way.
Yeah, I put us like. Remember we went on that winning streak. Was it like 11 games or something like that?
Yeah, it was bad. More than 10 games. I remember that.
Yeah, Derrick Rose, he helped. Like I don't know if you remember. Remember, like we went through ups and downs that season, bro. Remember we watched every game together last season, bro. It was like
yeah.
it was like every other game will show up. Remember Randall? He'll show up one game, and then the next game he'll do something stupid, or he'll miss a game winning shot. And not, you know what I'm saying? Like he missed like 10 game winners, bro, last year. He didn't
Yeah.
even look to pass not one of them. That's what got me tight.
Yeah, and you know what it was. The games were so close. It was good basketball.
Yeah.
It was effort, man. I think sometimes, yeah, maybe I'm crazy, but sometimes I have dreams about the Knicks that I wish I was the coach, and then I would walk on the court the first day, and I would tell everybody, I tell them this. I said, "You guys have 3 games to prove to me why you deserve to start." And I think you need to have a coach like that. You come in there, boom. You bring everybody on the court and tell them like, listen, I'm gonna evaluate all of you for 3 games, including the practices. And those guys that deserve to play, play. I don't care if you're a starter, you got a big contract, you're gonna be on the bench.
That's supposed to be wasn't that supposed to be Tibbs slogan when he came in? What he say? Kill what you eat last year? He say,
Mhm.
"Oh, you kill what you eat." You know what I'm saying? Whoever deserved to play on the court is gonna play.
It's
And
gonna
I just
play.
haven't seen that this year. This year, some type of politics going on.
It is.
I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
if it's the front office in his ear or but it's something going on, and it looks bad.
It
It
looks
looks
horrible.
like, you know what I see when I see Tibbs during post conference, when I see the players at Tibbs during the post game interviews, it's like a cult. It's like a cult type of thing where Tibbs is the cult leader, and everybody else, you better make sure you don't say the wrong thing. Better make sure you don't say the wrong thing in the post game interviews for real, or else there's gonna be repercussions. Somebody pointed out. I was watching another channel, and somebody pointed out how I think Mitch said that there was a team meeting, and then
Yeah, Kemba
somebody
was
else
like,
was asked the same question. They said there wasn't a team meeting,
yeah,
and they
Kemba
said
was
that
like,
Mitch wasn't supposed
nah,
to say that or something like that.
yeah,
Like, so they
nah,
trying to keep things. You've been saying it, Don, for weeks now, probably months, a couple months now, that they try to keep things under wraps.
You don't hear
They
nothing.
don't want nothing coming out, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But some things need to come out for the betterment, bro. Sometimes you just need to just the
You
truth
know
will
what?
truth will make you free. You know what I'm saying?
Even in sports history, because I watch a lot of sports, man. Sometimes what they do in media, uh, sometimes a reporter can make up a fake story about a player that's kind of true but not all the way true, and it gets people mad, and then people start talking. But in this case, I think that somebody anonymously talk about what's been going on in the team, so for let it come out. Let it come out because they're like on eggshells over there. It seems like sometimes, like you said, like you can't say anything about Tibbs. But the problem is like Tom Thibodeau is so bad at his job with COVID. Some of these guys that he doesn't want to play have to play, and all of a sudden they have good games. Like people are shocked that Grimes has a good game. People are shocked that McBride has a good game. Even the news articles I try to read, I'm like, oh, you guys are shocked, bro. A lot of these guys haven't had a chance.
I
They
knew these
haven't.
guys could play.
Yeah, they haven't had a chance to play. Like you guys are shocked they barely played this year. Like you can't be shocked about that. You think you want to come into the league and we're literally losing every game. I promise you, Eric. I said this too. I said after January, no. In December and going forward, we might only win 2 games a month. And people think I'm crazy, right? And we're literally right on course to winning no more than 2, 3 games every single month. I promise you. And it may even be worse because I didn't think COVID would hit this bad. I forgot
yeah,
all
me
about
either.
that possibility.
Yeah,
You know, and hey, you know what? Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good. So let us miss the playoffs and let's take a season to reevaluate. Because I tell you honestly, in the NBA, I've never seen a team or especially a player like Randall have a breakout season and then all of a sudden shit just drop like that. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like yeah, like his defensive figured him out a little bit, but come on, man. Like to have a season where you win most improved, right? And then all of a sudden it
yeah.
goes downhill. It makes no
His shot
sense.
is broke.
Ah, yeah, his shot is broke.
I don't get it. I don't get that. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. To me, I feel like the teams have figured out the Knicks. Teams have figured out the little nuances that can throw us off the track. Double teams at Randall. They know Fournier can't defend. They know RJ's gonna sit in the corner. It's like people know now, bro. Like they know to throw the double at Julius. You know he gonna either throw a turnover or late in the shot clock. You know Fournier is not really a threat beside the arc, and even then, inconsistent. They know Mitch is just gonna block hunt every chance somebody drives, so they know that he's gonna jump. It's like people know what the Knicks is about now. So
But I think it's
this is
maybe
when it's
good.
our turn to like change things. This is when we're too late now to like all right, this is what we gotta do. Like nah. Listen, bro, if we don't make the playoffs, that's gonna be a real upset, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Like we
mean,
go from fourth seed to not even like in the play-in. Like, all right, if we don't make the play-in, that's a problem. this whole shit gotta regroup. If we don't even make the play in, bro, that's ninth and 10th seed, bro. We can't make that. I don't know.
I don't even think we don't even deserve to make the plans for what.
We don't.
Plans.
I
Why?
won't even be surprised. I won't even be mad, bro. Like I kind of like. I don't want us to fail. It sounds crazy what I'm like. I don't want us to fail, but I kind of want. I want to shake things up. So in order for us to shake things up, we kind of gotta fail
We
because I
gotta
want
fail.
Randall out of here. So
But Eric, you tweeted this today. Tweeted. You put it in the chat. You said that the front office is not happy with Tibbs what he's doing, right?
Yeah, both are not like they're not in agreement. Like they're not on the same page.
That's the best news I heard in a while. Because
Like
that needs to happen.
it's infighting going on, bro. Like you think you know that fight Fournier and Randall had, and then they came out like, oh no, we good. Nah, they ain't good. They seriously don't like each other's game. I don't know about how personally how they feel about each other.
Like that stuff that happened on the court. It was a couple of games ago between him and. Did you see it between Fournier and Randall? Like they
Yeah.
got into it a little bit. I don't know if you remember.
And they came out and was like, yeah, we're good. Nah, they're not good, bro. They don't like each other's game.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
but when we see them on the court, they're always passionate to each other, which doesn't make any sense to me.
That's why I think politics is involved in this shit.
But I think Fournier as an elder guy, like I think Fournier has been on honestly, he's been on winning basketball teams. So the one thing you gotta respect Fournier for is knowing what that's like. You know what I'm saying? And I think
And he's French, bro. These French players, they don't really take shit from these Americans. Like they like, yo, I know how to play this shit, bro. You don't know what you're doing.
and I
You know what
think
I'm
he
saying? He
knows
got that
the
type
game.
of shit.
One thing I do think I think Fournier knows the game. He knows what he can't do, and I think he knows the team that he has and does want to do well. But I think it's clear to him that Julius Randle, the way he plays, you're not going to go far with him. And I think a lot of players know it. You know, you're not going to go far with him. You know, my question is, what is the ultimate goal with Randall? What's the ultimate goal with Randall? Like, what are you trying to develop? Are we trying to be a team that goes for a championship? If that's the case, this ain't happening here. You know, are we trying to be a yearly playoff team? I don't even think that's happening right now. So if Tom Thibodeau's goal is to play these guys, you got to ask him, you know, the honest question, like, what is your goal ultimately with this team that you have? Because I think just having a better idea of who you want to play and how you want to play, bro, we losing games by like 5, 6. So we're not getting blown out. So it's not like we don't have the talent. Some games we do get blown out early. Like I'm talking like the first 5, 10 minutes, the game is over. Really, it's the first quarter. You know, but I don't think that Tom Thibodeau is that guy. You know, I just
The
don't think.
Wizards play some good basketball. I don't know if they play some good basketball. They move the ball well. They have trust in their shooters.
We would have got
They play
blown
good
out if it
basketball.
wasn't for Kemba.
Seriously.
When yesterday,
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they play Washington,
Randall wasn't doing nothing. Randall wasn't doing nothing. Mitch was in foul trouble a lot. He wasn't, man. Kemba, he kind of like almost saved the day, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Kemba's on his way out of here. For Kemba, it's like, yeah, I think Kemba probably feels like, yep, this is what they said about New York. It's fucking true. Like
I
the league,
wouldn't be surprised if Kemba ends up in Brooklyn.
shit.
That shit gonna piss me off though. But at the same time, it's like I don't even give a shit, bro.
He's like, what can you do? Like, if you were him, and
Yeah,
you got a chance,
I ain't even care, bro.
Would you trade Kemba for Bruce Brown?
I don't know Bruce Brown's game well enough.
Nah, he's a good player. He's like defensively, he's nice. He's scrappy. Gets to the hole, strong.
I remember
I don't
him,
know if the Knicks would do some shit like that though,
but again, with Tom Thibodeau there, like like we gotta know like where we at with Tom Thibodeau, bro.
There's
We
no
got it, bro.
changing that man, bro. There's no changing him, son. Yo, and my thing is, bro, why do we have all them assistant coach? Why do we have a coaching staff? If Thibodeau's gonna do what he wants, I'm sure the coaching staff has different ideas, bro. They
Yeah.
have to. If they're basketball people in this league, they have to have different ideas and tips. And why do you have a coaching staff if you're not going to listen to them?
That's why I think that's what Tibbs is. I think he's more of an assistant coach. He's been an assistant coach for Team USA. Um, it's
He was
never
an
worked out
assistant
for him as
coach
a head coach. Besides,
in 2008, wasn't it?
yeah,
When they won that championship, he was an assistant.
he's always been an assistant coach for the USA national team.
Even with the Knicks, when he was the coach, he wasn't he
Oh
like a
yeah.
back in the day?
Hmm.
What's it called? Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah, he. I don't know, man. I don't know what he's thinking.
There's so much shit going on with this team, bro. That's what I'm saying. Blow it up. It's not even time to blow it up, bro.
No, we don't have to blow it up. I think we just need to play the youth. You need to play the youth, play the younger guys, and then ingrain the younger guys with Randall. Because I think Randall is willing to pass. He is. Like, if that's what he wants to do, fine. Pass. Don't be aggressive in the fourth quarter. Whatever.
He
But
shouldn't be in the game at all.
Yeah, if
In the fourth
Randall's
quarter,
gonna
he shouldn't
defer
be in
that
the
much,
game.
bro, and just pass and pass and pass,
Yeah, he
he's
shouldn't be in the
useless.
game.
He's useless.
because when the lights go on, bro, it's like a switch goes off in his head. It's like he's deer in headlights.
Yeah,
That's
you
no
seen him.
point.
Oh, you didn't watch the game, but they booed him last game, right?
Yeah,
They
they booed
did?
the shit out of him.
Bro, they booed him,
Yeah.
bro.
Bad.
Really?
Yeah, they booed him like for real. Like
It was at the Garden. It was home.
at the Garden, bro. They booed him
Yeah.
for real. Like fans are
Yeah.
fed. They are fed,
Every
bro.
time he touched the ball, that he was getting booed.
Really? When he touched the ball, they started booing him.
They was booing him.
I didn't see that, but I seen he messed
It's
up.
all
Like
over. It's
he
all over
caught a
Twitter.
turnover, and they booed the hell out of him, bro. And you should have seen Randall's face. It was like,
Oh, I gotta look that up right now.
bro, like
Remember when he took that dunk? Remember when he took that dunk, and it was like it was no point. Like the game was kind of over. They all called timeout, and niggas was
at the
booing,
end of the
standing.
game,
Yeah, when he had took that dunk,
yeah.
and he was kind of laughing, walking to the bench, like I don't know, bro.
Look, when
That nigga
people
be
do that,
laughing
man,
too.
no. Listen, when people do that, it's not a laugh like think it's funny. It's a nervous laugh. It's not a laugh. It's a nervous
Oh,
laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's a laugh like you messed up, but you're gonna laugh it off. I've seen
It's
that
a
more than
laugh
once.
like I got 20,000 people looking at me.
Yo,
You
looking
know what I'm saying?
stupid.
you look stupid. Yes, no, I see it more and more these days, man. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm into psychology, bro. I'm into psychological like analysis and just observing people's personality. Vando doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. It's not for him. He's not that type of guy. He's laughing because he's nervous. He's not laughing because he thinks shit's funny. Because like we be saying, like, yo, what the fuck you laughing at? Shit's not funny. He's not
This
laughing.
nigga these
No, no,
niggas
no, no.
smiling and shit.
Yeah, he doesn't think it's funny. He's just nervous because he's like, oh shit. Like I don't know how I get myself out of this. So I'm gonna just kind of laugh. Like people do that sometimes when they get nervous. They just start smiling weird. Like he's kind of weird, bro. Like Julius is he looks like a big strong dude, but I think deep down in his heart, he's
He's a
kind of like
softie.
soft in his heart. Yeah, and deep down in his heart, he's like kind of soft, and like you got to be careful with him because like he's sensitive to stuff like that.
Where's he from again?
Texas,
Dallas.
Dallas.
yeah.
He got siblings.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
They never said. I know he has a kid and a wife,
Yeah,
but he's sensitive. And I think that's one of the reasons why Tom Thibodeau is trying to protect him because he knows it and he'll lose him if he starts talking about him because he's like I think Randall's Tom Thibodeau's success at this point relies on Randall and they both been letting each other down. Well, I think Randall more so than Tibbs if you have to compare the two because it started in the playoffs last year. So it's this thing is not gonna end, bro. I don't know how this is ending, but it's something real bad is gonna happen here. It's getting hard for me to honestly come out here and watch these games. I'm not gonna be like I'm be honest. Like I don't
I
know.
legit want to turn the game off. Like I want to turn. Sometimes you watch them, you're like, yo, I'm gonna turn this shit off, and I'll be serious. Like they could think I'm joking. I'll be serious. Like,
The Hawks, the
when we was getting
Timberwolves.
blown out, I'm like, yo, I'm about to turn this shit off.
I don't know,
You
man.
know, if he has a real bad game tomorrow, he's gonna completely lose the fans completely. He's already
Yeah,
starting
they're
to
at
do
the
that,
tipping point.
but I'm telling you, tomorrow, this Christmas game, he comes out and plays horrible. It's over. It's a wrap.
I hope not, man. I don't wish that on him. Because I know knowing his personality. Christmas game is actually very important, even though we haven't been good. For some reason, we always tend to play on Christmas, and those are important games. I know Melo had a
We
few good
most of the
games.
time don't we lose on Christmas?
Yeah, we usually do, but Melo tend to have a good game those days. New York Knicks is a very big organization, so they want to be on TV. I don't know if that one is nationally televised. I would think it is. I guess.
Nah, it is because I think we go first, and then Milwaukee
Yeah,
go, and
Of course
then
it is.
it's like
yeah, it's
Channel
like
7, ain't it, or something?
yeah,
It's
it's
always
like
on Channel
we're
7. What was that, CBS or ABC or one of them?
I think ABC or is it ESPN tomorrow?
I think it's
But we're the
ABC.
first game. We're the first game.
12
First of
o'clock.
all,
And we're
uh,
not good at them early games. Randall gonna
by the
come out
way, side
sleepy.
note, White Falcon, stop bothering Brennan, man. Can you stop bothering him? Stop bothering him, man.
What?
He's bothering him the whole time. Like I've been reading it in the corner of my eye. Like
Yo,
stop
we gotta
bothering
get
him,
White Falcon in the chat. Yo, White Falcon, yo, I'll cash app you $20, bro, if you get in the chat.
bro. You know what? You right. Where your White Falcon, bro? Here.
You gotta get him in the chat. You gotta get him to sub.
He said, "LOL."
Nah, White Falcon, bro. He be he be in every Nick chat, bro. With
He's a
that
celebrity, bro.
Yeah.
facts,
Every
yo.
single chat. I can name about 5 chats, bro, that he's well known in. People like he's like mods in certain chats. Like he got wrenches and all
Oh
that.
yeah.
Like,
That nigga's a goddamn fan.
and everybody know he coming with that Paul George talk every time.
Well, he goes to every
Every chat he going with that Paul George talk.
Nah,
like
he a celebrity, bro.
I remember B-Sim one time. B-Sim was like, "Yo, White Falcon, you better stop talking that Paul George shit." He said, "Yo, you better stop talking that Paul George shit when you go to the other streams, bro. They gonna laugh at you."
Nah, bro, they don't
Nah,
even laugh at
bro.
him no more, bro. They just know that's
Yo,
him. They just know that's him, and you know what I'm saying? They let him get it
boy.
off. They let him get it off.
He said, "Yo, you better stop talking that Paul George shit."
And the crazy
Yo,
part is like Paul George is not rumored to be a no trading blocks, and he's still gonna bring up Paul George. He's gonna make it let it be no. He's gonna manifest that, bro. And if that happens, bro, if we get Paul George,
That ain't gonna lose his mind, bro.
White Falcon, he need like season tickets or something, man. Somebody need to
Bro,
hold him down with something.
man.
Cause he manifested it if that happens.
I was crying. This dude B said, "Yo, Wi-Fi, you better stop talking that Paul George shit when you get out here."
You could picture. I never heard B Sims. I never seen B Sims, but I could picture this B Sims just being serious. Like,
Oh, now he
B
was
Sims
that
dead ass. Like,
He said, "You like when you leave this chat, like don't go to." He was talking about a different chat. I forgot the name of the chat. I think he was talking about
nothing but Knicks.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, you better stop talking. You better stop talking that Paul George shit. He gonna laugh at you."
Now he been saying it for years, bro. So it's past the
Yo,
laughing stage. They already know what's up.
God
yeah.
damn, man, that shit was funny, son. Like I was crying. Like,
And the thing is, he don't say not no other player, bro. It's just always Paul George.
look, I like Paul George. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Hell
do.
yeah, I would.
like
If
him.
we get him, man, yo, that's the go-to player we need. Fourth quarter, go get a bucket.
But we never had that. Like, it's sad because when Melo was here, it's like there's so many bad things with the Knicks.
Melo, he
Man.
wasn't super reliable. Like
He'll get you a
Melo did his
25
thing, but
at a
Melo
cost.
had his flaws.
Yeah.
It surprised me that he lasted as long as he did here. He was here a long time.
How long was he here for? 5 years?
7 years?
7?
I think five or 6 years.
He
He
came
got
here
here
in
in
2000.
I mean,
he
not
got here in
drafted. He got signed.
2011, right?
No, he came
2011.
here 2000.
No, he got drafted 2011.
2011 in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
2011,
Because
right?
Amari
He
was here
left
for 1 year first,
2017.
right?
Huh?
Amari came in 2010, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never forget Amari punched the fire extinguisher, bro.
When did Smith come? Smith came what? After
JR?
Melo? Yeah.
JR came in the middle of the season in 2011, right?
Yeah. With Melo.
2011, 2012, something
They
like
came in the same. Didn't him and Melo come?
Package.
JR came like a couple weeks
No,
after
JR
Melo,
came
right?
in the middle of the season. He was like a free agent or something like that.
He came with the Gumby. I remember he had the Gumby haircut.
Yeah.
Came
Yeah.
straight from China.
I remember. Yes, he was in China. That's why he was able to come here because it wasn't at the start of the season. I remember that. Yeah, that was like when we had the whole 3-point shooting team.
Yeah. Oh, remember Novak?
Novak.
He was
Yo.
automatic.
Bro, it was crazy, man.
That was a time, bro. I was watching every game. I had season tickets at that time.
You went to a lot of the games?
At that time, matter of fact, I had season tickets the first year Melo got there. So that half of the season, I was able to see Melo. But after that, I was buying like individual tickets the season after. But that first half of the season, I had season tickets. And then they upped the price and my pops couldn't afford it no more.
Yeah, it's expensive.
But it was being there, bro, and seeing those games. I don't know if you remember that game. I think it was before Melo got there. It was Amari and it was versus Celtics. And Amari hit like a buzzer beater to win the game, but it didn't count.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was there for that, bro.
Was it like a tip in?
Nah, it was like a free throw, like a mid range right around the free throw, like on the elbow.
Oh.
I remember that game.
To win the game. And it didn't count. And I think one of the shots before that, Paul Pierce hit like a step back to close the game out. And Nate Robinson ran and jumped on Paul Pierce and he fell. Like it was that time, bro, it was crazy, bro. Being a Knicks fan at that time. And then
And
I
we
remember
still didn't have
my
good
pops
playoff memories.
went to like one of them Linsanity games and I was supposed to go, but I didn't go. He was there for that. It was bro. It was lit around that time. We had a good couple years where we had some players. We had veterans that were like old, but Rasheed Wallace was balling. Like
Rasheed Wallace.
Jason Kidd was balling in old age.
Kenyon Martin.
Pablo Prigioni was balling.
Oh,
we made the playoffs that year. It's crazy that team made the playoffs the way it was. It was crazy. Like it was just a bunch of older guys. I think Rasheed Wallace.
Rookie Shumpert was something else, boy.
Yeah, he had potential, man. He's not in the league no more.
Nah, he dancing with the stars.
Yeah, he won that shit. He won that shit.
He living life though, man. Salute to him. He living life.
Yeah,
He wiped that Tiana tail. He got a couple kids now. He living life. He ain't worried about no basketball.
I mean, speaking of J.R. Smith, I actually saw some J.R. Smith highlights. They just happened to pop up other day. You know, he was very athletic, J.R. Smith.
He was one of my favorite players, bro. I got his jersey right here. He was one of my favorite players.
I remember when he did that dunk, bro. When he did that dunk, I seen that. I wasn't there
when he
at
went
the game.
baseline?
When I seen that live on TV, I was amazed. I'm like, yo, what just happened?
Oh, when he went baseline and
he went baseline and like this. I never seen no dunk like that in my life.
Yeah, he was a different level, boy. I tell you. Like for this personality, like a lot of people make fun of him. Like he had the infamous mistake, when he was playing in Cleveland. But I think, for what it's worth, I'm proud of him and I'm happy for him because he got to win a championship. He was part of a good
Bro.
LeBron
I
team.
was happy when he left because like I was like, bro, you could win a championship, bro. You're that level of player. You could win. So I wasn't tripping about it.
And he plays golf now too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's taking it serious too, right?
Yeah, no, he plays golf. And he's went back to school too.
Oh yeah, I
Do a
seen
lot of
that.
things. Do a lot of things. Good for Jr. Man.
Nah, that's a
Good for
fact.
Jr. He definitely lived his best life. Y'all remember back in the
Yo,
day,
I told y'all
huh?
my stepmom I went to school with JR.
Really?
You say your stepmom
Yeah,
what?
my stepmom went to school with JR.
In New Jersey?
Yeah, they was good friends.
Oh word?
Yeah, he was like the way he act now is how he used to act back in the day. Like the class clown, mad funny, played ball. Like outside all the time, mad famous in the school. Like that's just how he was.
You remember Jr. posted that picture of that shorty he was with back in the day in the Knicks, and then he got in trouble for it. You remember?
Nah, I
And then
don't
they made a
remember.
whole song. They made a whole song about that and Shumpert. Mello, you the Godfather. You don't remember that shit,
Nah.
No, man.
bro? You gotta look it up, bro. Like it was J.R. Smith made that shit. J.R. Smith is a wild dude, bro. He's a wild
Nah,
dude.
he bro.
I know he
Why
used
you
to be
think I
in
got it?
Dykeman all the time. I know he
He was
used to be in
smoking
Dykeman.
weed throughout his whole career.
He did.
Yeah.
They
Throughout
wasn't
his whole
really
career.
tested. Like I don't think now. Do they test for that nowadays?
Uh
I think they stopped testing
yeah, I think they
for
stopped. I heard
alcohol.
news like last year, 2 years ago that they was
I,
stopping.
I think around his time they definitely were, but
He was
Nah, him
failing
and
them shits.
Kenyon
He didn't
Martin
even
was
care.
wilding. Yeah.
He was
Him and
getting
Kenyon
fined, bro.
Martin
He
was
was failing
wilding,
them.
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was getting all the time, all the time. Like I don't know, man. Like, but the saying was that half the league smoked anyway. Like that was the saying at the time. Half the league smokes, but it's like
They say back in the 70s, people was doing like way worse than that.
Coke, all that shit, bro.
Coke,
Like back in
or
the day,
acid.
yo,
it was
who was that
crazy.
guy? He
They said
opened the
Phil
hotel
Jackson was
room
doing
and he walked
LSD.
out. What player was that? Oh, young dude. He ended up being a nice player. It was a 30 for 30. Uh,
Who?
Delonte West?
no, not Delonte West.
You said who?
I can't remember. Like it was like in the 70s, and he was a rookie. And then he opened the hotel room, bro. They said everybody was doing that shit. And he said he walked back out.
I don't know, but my grandfather told me like, bro, back in the day, niggas was doing all type of drugs, bro. Before games, after games, like that shit was normal.
And they was
He,
alcoholics. They was alcoholics too.
B Sim says we gave J.R. Smith to Cleveland for nothing. I don't know what he left for, but I know he was very successful.
Yeah, what did we give up for him?
I don't know.
It was
Like,
probably
what did
like
we get? Like a second round pick or something.
yeah.
Nah, cause him and Shumpert left, I think, the same time. I don't know.
Oh
I can
yeah,
look it up.
yeah. It was like a package deal. I remember we got somebody back. I forgot. I don't think it was nothing crazy. Wasn't it like Corey Brewer? It wasn't a three team deal. Didn't we get like Corey Brewer?
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right motherfucking now. Cleveland traded. Wait. Or is this the other way? Hold on. Cleveland traded the shooting guard of Oklahoma City. Okay, it was a 3-team deal. So
Yeah.
it said Cleveland traded the shooting guard to Oklahoma City on Monday night and acquired guards J.R. Smith, Ivan Shumpert from the Knicks in a 3-team deal. After losing to Philly, Cavs dealt Deion Waiters to the Thunder in exchange for Oklahoma's second protected pick. So who did the Knicks get?
I don't know if we got anything.
Might have been like Derek Williams and Corey Brewer or something like that.
Oh, I
No,
got it.
I think we
I got
did
it.
get them.
They got Lou Altmanson. You remember that dude?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Lou Alvinson, center Alex Kirk, and a 2019 second round draft pick.
That's it.
Yeah, B Sim, that's for nothing.
Oh my God.
Lou
Nah, if you was
Almondson, the guy
watching the
with the
Knicks back then,
ponytail.
like you really dedicated, son. When Dino Udrif was like leading us out the team.
Lou Almondson, that's the dude with the ponytail.
Yeah, I think he was number 17 on our.
Oh
He
my
was the center.
lord.
Or the 20 something. I forgot.
Yeah, it
You
was a
remember
second.
Bino Udrif?
Yeah.
He was alright though on other teams, though. Wasn't he wasn't
I
that
think
bad
on
on other
Memphis.
teams.
On Memphis, he was good, but yeah,
I think he played for the Bucks a little bit, or the Jazz, or one of them.
he
I
played for
remember. I
Memphis.
remember
I know
Chris
that.
Copeland.
Bro, Chris
Oh,
Copeland,
didn't he get stabbed?
I don't know,
he
but I
did.
seen he
Nah,
was
he
in like the
did.
big three.
He did get stabbed.
Chris Copeland. I remember this girl used to have this huge crush on him. And she
What?
was a Knicks fan in school at the time. I
She was
remember
a
that.
Knicks fan?
Yeah. Asia.
I don't
I don't
know.
know if you remember. I remember that. I don't know how I remember that, but I remember that. I remember Copeland being a rookie and he had to carry like a pink backpack. I remember that.
He wasn't a rookie with us though. No, if he was a rookie, he was an old rookie.
An old rookie, yes. An old
Yeah.
rookie. His rookie year. So, because he wasn't playing in the league at the time. So the thing was that when he came here, he was considered an old rookie. So they made him do that.
I think he was a rookie like the same year as like Shumpert and them.
But he didn't play in the NBA, definitely. By the time he got to the Knicks, that was the first time he actually played in the league.
Yeah.
I remember that. I think Prigioni, same shit.
Nah, they didn't treat Prigioni like no rookie.
No, they didn't. They didn't, but he was definitely a rookie.
He was like one of like the oldest rookies like ever or some shit.
Like the
That's,
Knicks,
I
man. God.
forgot
he
where he's at now.
You said what?
He's like a
He's
part of a
coaching
team
now
now.
for in the NBA,
Yeah,
ain't he?
yeah. I forgot what team.
We gave up a first round draft pick for Andrea
Bargnani.
Bargiani.
Yo,
Bargiani is
that's
retired now?
I think so. Bro, y'all want to know when I became a Knicks fan? Was when we signed that dude in '08.
Who Bargnani?
Yeah, I was with my dad. We was in Manhattan. This is when before they used to show the black screen on a big screen outside MSG, and
Yeah,
mad
yeah,
people
yeah.
would just come. So like me and him went down there, and we heard Andrea Bagnani. The whole crowd was like, "What the?" Everybody was like, "Who?" Yeah, that's the first day I became a Knicks fan. That was the first day when we signed
Honestly,
that dude.
it's crazy, man. I've always been a Knicks fan without knowing I was a Knicks fan. Like in my household, like when I was younger, like when we still had the old crib, like my step pop always watched the Knicks since like 2005. Like no matter how many games they lost, they always watched them. And Melo got there. I remember even games when whatchamacallit was still there. Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember that. And, I wasn't really watching. Like, I've always been true to New York teams. I've always been true because I feel like if I live in New York, I gotta support the Giants. I gotta support the Knicks.
yeah.
Because that's where I'm from. Like, like they don't gotta be the best team, but that's where I'm from. And around that time when I first got here, like I got here in '05. By the time you got to like '09, the Giants had won a Super Bowl and the Yankees had won a World Series. But the Knicks weren't really good. They never really were any good. And then Melo came, and that changed a little bit. Like people got hyped. Like Melo, I think did it for me. Like Melo really like
Yeah.
that dude was nice, bro. Like no doubt about it. It's just the team wasn't good. You
Yeah,
know.
this is how much I'm a Knicks fan. I got Starberries, bro.
Oh, you do?
Yo,
You
everybody
remember
in
the
the hood has
Starberries?
stuff. Yeah.
$15 a pop. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I became a
Y-
Knicks fan around this era. I was supposed to be a Knicks fan my whole life. Like my dad was a Knicks fan and all that. But I didn't start watching the games until that Marbury era. And
Mulberry.
I remember when Marbury hit the finger roll to win the game. It's like '07. He hit a finger roll to win the game. After that, I was hooked. And that's around the same time my pops got season tickets. And that's like that's when we had like
You got
Al
the Ewans, right?
Harrington, Eddie Curry, and
You had Jamal Crawford on that team.
Crawford, David Lee, and I
David
met
Lee,
all these guys, right? Because
shit.
we had season tickets, so they used to invite us to the events, and it was like they used to have like dinners and shit. So I got pictures with like all these guys and shit, and they was cool. I remember Nate Robinson was mad cool. Um, Eddie Curry was an asshole. Um, yeah. It was a good time, but it was also a bad time because we sucked. We
It
was
was weird,
horrible.
man. And it's crazy because Marbury ended up going to China and actually doing really well. They
Yeah,
love him over there.
yo, we did. Yo, I forgot what exactly happened. I remember like we kind of did Marbury kind of foul. I don't know if he wasn't like performing for us really, but it was like we didn't treat him like how we should. Like I don't know. We always tend to do this type of shit with like New York point guards that come play for the Knicks. See how we doing Kemba?
Yeah.
We violating Kemba. I mean, he deserves some of it, but he don't deserve all that.
Nah, you want to know how it was back in the '70s? My grandfather was they would walk down in Manhattan, and Clyde would just be walking. I remember one time my grandfather was like, he got off the train, and they was just walking down the street, and Clyde was walking beside him, bro, in an all black shit with a black fedora, and he just walking down Manhattan, and my grandfather was like, "Yo, Clyde," was like, "What's up, man?" And shook his hand, and they was talking for like 20 minutes walking down the street. And that's the type of dude Clyde was, bro. He didn't have no security. Like, I
Still
mean, I guess
is.
that's how it was back in the day. Like,
No, he
players just
still
walk
Clyde
down the
still like
street.
that.
Yeah,
That's him. I got nigga. I used to go to his restaurant. My pops sat down and talk and was talking with Clyde, like having a conversation while eating his food at Clyde's restaurant. Like I've been to
yeah, that's
Clyde's
the type
restaurant
of dude
plenty of
he
times,
is.
and I see him just there, just chopping it up with the people. People asking him questions, he answering.
Yeah,
That's just who he is. He likes to deal. He's a people person. He
people
likes to
person.
get
Exactly.
fly and just show out. He get fly, talks to
Yeah,
the people. You know,
I
like
got
I told you when
experience
I was just
there.
at the game last month, he on the block posted, bro. No security, no nothing, just posted on the block, chilling.
That's what he do, bro.
People coming up to
Just
him, just
walk.
talking, taking pictures with him, and he's just chilling. And he's just a down to earth person, bro. And it's like we gotta protect, like, yo, Clyde, man, yo. When I heard like the COVID stuff or whatever, he might have had COVID. I was worried, like
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
can't lose Clyde. We cannot lose Clyde.
I gotta meet him
You
one day
saw
at least once.
Bernard King and John Starks was at the game the other day.
Yesterday,
Yeah, yesterday they were sitting like some fancy ass
they
seats
was
and
kicking
shit.
back. Yo, John Starks was
Yeah,
looked like he was in his living room.
facts. Eating popcorn and shit, watching the game, watching that disgusting performance. But that's how we gotta treat some of these big legends, bro. Like that, those are players who like number 30 should be retired, bro. If I'm gonna be honest, Bernard King, my grandfather talks about him all the time, bro. Like one of the best players he ever
But
seen
he don't
play.
got no number retired.
I don't think so.
Who, Bernard King?
Yeah,
He
Does he have
does.
a band?
cause he
Yeah,
remember
I know.
he
I think
they say he wore like 5 different numbers.
I think he
yeah,
has
yeah,
two of
yeah,
them retired. I think two of them are. I think yeah. They said that the other day. I
Yeah,
think he has at least two of them retired. I believe. One of them he wore like his first game, right? And then he didn't wear that anymore.
Oh, I think so. I
he
know you're
wore
talking about.
mad like he wore like 5 different numbers throughout his Nick
Yeah.
career or something like that.
The thing with the Knicks, bro, it's like if you win in New York, bro. Look, I don't even watch baseball a lot, but people love Derek Jeter, nigga. You
Yeah.
can't say nothing about no Derek Jeter, bro. Like people were brought to tears by that man.
Or
Like
A-Rod.
it's crazy, man. Like Victor Cruz, like that dude is valid anywhere he goes in New
He
York,
ain't do shit though, but he did.
bro. He's a right receiver, won a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl.
Hell yeah,
He must
you
have been real
forgot
young when he went.
2011.
They won a Super Bowl in 2011.
Yes, the Giants did.
Strahan was retired by then.
He was
Tiki Barber and all them.
just about, yeah. That was like
When
an
they
it was
beat the
like an
Patriots,
huh against the Patriots. Against the
yeah,
Patriots.
Eli, crazy.
hmm Against the Patriots. Yeah, bro. Like the Giants, like that's the crazy part about New York sports, bro. Like
That's why Nick fans be like, fuck Tom Brady.
it's crazy because Nick fans, like we just want to succeed. Like like in a way, even though New Yorkers can be assholes, seriously, like you would think like the most depressing people in the country live around here. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to our sports, man, you could wear a Nick hat and you could walk around, bro. Somebody gonna stop you. They're gonna talk to you about the game. What do you think about the
Yeah,
team?
that's just yep.
Everybody watches. You know, we all love our teams. I just wish we were good. That's all. I just wish we were good, especially Knicks basketball. You know, football is due for another good run too. I think baseball. I'm not into baseball as much because I like the Yankees. I'm hearing the Mets is doing okay, but I tend to watch in the playoffs. But I think it's time, man. I think it's time for basketball to really like pick up again. You know, it's about damn time, bro.
We thought it was going to, bro. We was just a fourth seed, and now it's
Yeah, we
looking like
looking.
we back to how it was 5 years ago.
I think it'll change though. I do. I really do think that eventually the Knicks might part ways with Tibbs, which will leave Randall vulnerable.
We're gonna start all over again. It's gonna be another 5 years before we even do a little something. Yo, bro, I'm
I
gonna
think.
I'm gonna
I
go
mean, I
crazy.
hope not, but it is what it is. You know, like we didn't get a Anthony Edwards, we didn't get a Jason Tatum, we don't have a Paul George, we don't have a Luca, we don't have a Trey Young, we don't have a you know, we don't have a guaranteed guy. We have a guy in Obi Toppin that I think can be really nice that needs to be developed. We just gotta be honest. You know, we gotta develop. If you want to have a good team, you can't be a Tom Thibodeau type of coach. You got to develop your guys to be good. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
can't wait
can't.
another 5 years, bro. I can't wait
I
another
can't
five
either.
years. I've been through so much, bro. Too much shit, bro. I cannot wait another 5 years. We have to do something.
I remain loyal for so long.
So long, bro.
I don't
I'm
know,
wearing Nick
man.
shit
I'm from New
proudly
York.
now. I'm
You know,
wearing
I always say I'm from New York. I'm definitely from New York, and I want a New York team to do well in basketball. And it's not the Nets, so it's like I gotta support the Knicks.
And that's win a championship. I feel nothing.
yeah,
Ah,
bro. Yeah.
it
I
would mean
doesn't
nothing. It wouldn't mean nothing to me.
nothing.
I wouldn't celebrate it. I wouldn't celebrate it.
People
Not
gonna have
really.
a parade and all that. I'm gonna look
I
at y'all
don't give a fuck about that shit.
like how many of y'all were Knicks fans? That's what I'm gonna be thinking.
No, no, I can't. It would do nothing for me. I swear to God, it would do nothing for
If
me.
anything, it'll hurt me. It'll like
It
it'll
would.
like
It would, because a lot of those guys are not New York to me. The team is not New York to me. That team when D'Angelo Russell was there was more New York to me than this team. You know, because I
Nah,
like
back
D'Angelo Russell and I
remember
like what they were
Kevin
doing there.
Garnett. Remember Kevin Garnett and
Paul
Paul Pierce
Pierce.
and Joe Johnson. Being a Knicks fan back then was tough because them niggas was balling. I ain't even gonna lie. Like in the
Paul,
playoffs, them niggas
yeah.
was cooking.
But Paul
That shit
Pierce has
hurt
gotten
me.
weirder as he's gotten retired now, and now he's doing his like analysis shit. You know, it's just you're paying some of these guys to say the shit they do. You know what I'm saying? But like
That's
you
all
know,
about
on the court there
ratings.
were
Yeah.
problems. Paul Pierce was on a long time, bro. Paul Pierce, I think it was already like 2002. He was already playing ball, right? At least,
Like 01. Oh,
yeah, right. He was around a long time. And he was cold. He was ice cold, bro.
he was
Paul
nice.
Pierce was nice. Like we don't have that type of luck,
Remember he
unfortunately.
got stabbed?
He did.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
stabbed in a club in Boston by
In Boston.
you ever heard of you know Benzino? You
Yeah.
know
Why does that name sound familiar?
Coy Ray's dad?
Yeah. I do.
It sounds very familiar. This is a long time ago.
He's on like Love and Hip Hop and
Yeah,
shit. He
Love and
was
Hip
like,
Hop Benzino, light
Mm-hmm.
skinned dude. But his crew like ran like Boston back in the day. They was some real gangsters. And there was a situation over a girl and they stabbed Paul Pierce up like damn near 10 times, like stabbed him
eight
up
times.
crazy.
Yeah.
Had him in the hospital. And Paul Pierce had to tell, he told the police and all that. And yeah, it was a situation that happened early on in his career, but he still ended up
I think he played the next game or something. Like,
yeah, like he ended up, you know what I'm saying, still Still being that dude on the court.
I mean, one thing for sure, man, you gotta be careful. Like once you start making money, man,
For real.
you gotta be careful. You
You
never
know,
know
back then
when
it
this
was
is.
them ball players back then it was different. They was a little bit more different. They was like more
Yeah.
gangster. Like they go in the clubs. Like remember when Melo came in the league? Melo looked like a thug. Like Melo was thugging. Do y'all remember that Wildin' Out episode with Melo? I mean, not
Nah,
Wildin' Out. My fault. Punked.
Oh yeah,
Punked with
yeah.
Melo.
no, I don't
Yeah.
remember it.
You don't remember that?
Melo was
Nah,
like he was kind of on some gangster. He was kind of on gangster Tommy.
he's always been like this.
He was on
Yo,
gangster Tommy. Like
remember that time Paul Pierce said Lala Anthony tastes like Honey Nut Cheerio?
oh
You
yeah
remember
yeah
that?
No, you're
no
talking
it's
about
Kevin Garnett
Kevin
right?
Garnett.
This is Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, it's Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Bro,
He a gangster too.
bro, Melo was waiting for him outside of the locker.
Yeah.
Street
Yeah,
clothes and everything.
bro. They be like, yo, Melo from Baltimore. Yo, Melo from New York. Like, don't get that shit twisted.
Yeah.
He
He
from New
from
York,
both though,
bro.
but you know Baltimore sometimes be worse than New York.
Yeah.
This
We all
crazy,
seen The
man.
Wire.
Look, Melo. Look, man, Melo is not a guy to play around with. I remember when this shit happened with LeBron and the dude from the Pistons, right? And Melo said, "Don't worry,
Yeah.
the ref, he's not coming over here." He's like,
You remember the
Yo, he be
brawl with
on
Nate
time,
Robinson
bro.
back in the day? Knicks
huh?
versus remember that brawl back in the day with Nate Robinson? It was the Knicks versus the Nuggets.
Oh, and Melo had slapped that nigga.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
mad
yeah.
loud. Oh, it was J.R. Smith and Nate Robinson.
Yeah. And then Melo came in and Melo came in, slapped dude a punch or
Slapped.
something, but it got real. It got real hood and it got real hood. I remember I
He
was watching
slapped
that
him
live on
mad loud.
TV and I was like, oh shit, they fighting.
He slapped him mad loud, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was. Yeah, that's that Melo. I fuck
Man,
with
Melo.
that Melo.
One
Fuck
thing I
That
with
was like the
respected
last
about him,
real fight in the NBA. Like I don't remember no fight after that that was that crazy. Cause I was after Malice in the Palace.
yo, that Madison the Palace was something else though.
Yeah.
Like that can't happen, bro.
That,
What would you have done? Like, let's say you were a fan, bro.
Uh,
Like, and you saw Ron Artest come at you because he thought you threw something at him. I'm fighting for my life.
I think he attacked the wrong dude or something. Or was it the right dude? I don't know.
No, it was the wrong guy. He didn't do anything.
man, that nigga, he from Queensbridge, bro. He not
Yeah.
he see blood, bro. It's you know, nigga, you step in his way, you get
Bro, I would have fought. But you know what you could have done too? You could have let him hit you, kind of fall down and win a lot of money. You could do
yeah.
that
I
too.
mean,
Nah, them niggas from Detroit, bro. Them
I
niggas
think
was
they
like,
sued
nah, it's
anyway,
over.
didn't they?
Nah,
But
yeah, he did.
what came out of that?
A lot of fines.
They best friends, bro.
Who?
Ron Artest and the dude he fought. They good friends. Like now, like they talk all the time. I think he
Wait,
was
you
like
talking
on
about
Good Morning.
the dude in the crowd?
Yeah,
Oh, what?
they good friends. He was like on Good Morning America. I think it was 2 years ago. He was like, "Yo, I talk to that dude almost every day, every
Yeah,
other
you trying to
day."
make sure you don't sue his ass. You gotta
I
keep
would
it.
have sued that dude for a good couple million.
He
What?
was like, he was showing pictures of them going out to dinner and all type of shit. Like they
That's what he had to do.
Yo, I know somebody, Don, somebody you went to school with. You went to Astro World, right? The shit with niggas done died and shit.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, the nigga is suing Travis Scott for $1 million.
You gotta try, bro.
Yo, you gotta get that back.
You gotta try. I'm not saying it's gonna work.
It's like emotional distress, bro.
You gotta try.
He
It
sued
doesn't
him
hurt.
for $1 million.
$1 million. Shit. That's a lot of money.
When I heard that shit, I was dying laughing. I was like, oh shit.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
baby, though.
$1 million. You'll never see that because they have insurance, so you could probably get some money from the
You
venue.
get a settlement for sure.
You probably could. You win some money.
You're not gonna get the milli, but you're gonna get something.
You get something. You might get $10,000. Shit, I'll take it.
Nigga got a lawyer and all that, son.
So what does he claim? He's claiming he has like stress.
Emotional
Yeah, like,
distress.
I think it's like from what he saw, like emotional. Yeah, seeing people die. Yeah.
That's smart. You know, you got to go for the emotional stuff.
I'm gonna text you the name. You gonna.
He'll get some. They might give him
Bro,
$500.
PTSD.
Like, I'll take it. I'll take it, man. Like
Get
that's
your
a dream
bag,
come
bro.
true, bro. If you can get a settlement, like let's say you eat like macaroni or something, and you find a worm in it, and you eat that shit, bro. You can win a
Oh,
lot
you
of money,
banked
bro.
up. You
Man,
banked up.
man. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Whatever happened
you
to him?
remember it, right?
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah,
He's still around?
yeah.
That's crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
funny.
I haven't seen him
Bro,
in a long
Travis Scott
time.
ain't never gonna be able to perform again, bro.
He
Never.
will. That
That
shit
shit
will.
is over.
Nah, that shit'll
That shit
die
is over.
down, bro. It's industry, it's media, bro. Stuff like that happens all the time at these concerts. Nobody talked about it then. You know how many people get trampled all the
How many
time, man?
people died? It was like 6 people that died.
Mhm.
That's crazy though. That's crazy.
There's like 10 something. Like 10 people.
And especially for that young kid, man. Like how old
Oh
was
yeah,
that?
that was sad.
Like 9 years old or something?
Shouldn't
Young,
even have
bro.
really
Nah,
been there.
that shit was wild though. That shit was wild.
Can you imagine you go to see your I'm sure he's a big fan, you know. Like, how can you die like that,
And
bro?
then there was a girl. It was like her first concert ever.
Yeah.
She died.
And I think it was another girl who was pregnant. Hmm.
Nah, that shit crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the other part of me that's like that shouldn't happen at these concerts, man. Because I know in the '90s it used to be worse. Like you remember the
Bro,
concerts that they
niggas
used
used to
to have?
die of Michael Jackson shit, bro. Niggas used to pass out.
Yeah,
Yeah, niggas.
it's
Well,
crazy,
this
man.
shit happens at concerts, but it's probably because it hasn't happened in a long time, probably or something. I don't know.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of standing there because I part of me like I don't like being in a crowd and I don't know like how I can get out fast.
Right.
Like if I'm like in the middle, I would hate that, bro. I would hate that. I'm not claustrophobic or anything like that, but I need to be somewhere where I know I can get out fast if I have to. Because these days we in, bro, you got shooters, you got drugs, you got all kind of weird
Bro,
things
they
going
was
on.
like niggas was pricking people with syringes and shit. Like, bro, that shit was wild.
You don't know. You just don't know anymore. These days, you don't know what to expect when you step outside. So you have to be. I think you have to be careful. You have to be careful what you do, where you go. Not everything. You can still have fun though. Don't get me wrong. You know, you can still travel, go out, but you got to be mindful of where you're going. Like I'm not a fan of those places, man. I think I seen Jay-Z perform live once. I'm not a big fan of concerts though, but I seen him perform, which is pretty cool actually. You know, it's pretty cool seeing him in person.
Yeah, I don't like concerts like
Niggas,
that.
niggas won't do that in a Jay-Z concert. Niggas won't be trampling and shit. Niggas,
It's a
Travis
different
Scott,
vibe though. It's
yeah,
young
it's a
kids.
different vibe. Niggas ain't gonna be doing that.
No, because if you listen to Jay-Z, bro, you probably older than today. If you go to a Jay-Z concert today, you're probably older than like what, 23,
It's gonna
probably
be niggas in there like 50
Probably
doing the
25.
concert.
25 and up, right? Something like that.
Yeah, because we born in
If you go to a
'94. We
Jay-Z
20.
concert,
We 27. We born '94.
yeah,
Yeah, so people like '97 is like the cutoff. But like people that listen to Jay-Z, I think.
like 23 ish, because you wouldn't expect an 18-year-old to, they don't really like his music, like, and it's crazy because the catalog is so big. If you think about it, like all the music he has, they talk about the verses between him and Lil Wayne. I'm like, honestly, bro, I like Wayne, but like JC is different. Like some people are different levels. You know what I'm saying? And I think Chris Brown is actually one of those guys that has a lot of music. I'm not saying he can match with Jay Z, but you know what the industry think about him. There's certain people who are very very talented artists that they don't want to talk about them
I
because
think Wayne can hang with him a little bit though.
yeah, but Jay Z got 20 years of music. 25 years of music. Like he was nice even like in the early, like in the
Wayne
late.
got 20 years of music too.
Wayne came out what 2004.
Wayne been out since the Hot Boys.
Yeah, but his music didn't really reach until like maybe a couple of years after that.
That's true. Like he had Fireman. Like he didn't really pop.
Starting there,
He
starting
had
there.
Fireman, and he didn't really pop to like it was like 07, 08.
Mm.
That's when he like took off. But like yeah, I mean yeah, Jay-Z.
It's too much. It's too much to do a verses. Honestly, I think it's too much to do a whole verses. You can do a 10-minute verses, but or even hits. Jay Z is too much.
You don't think I think 50 can hang with him a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. And then who Jay Z or Lil Wayne?
Jay-Z.
Honestly, if you talk of rappers, I think maybe Nas.
Nah, no, because Nas can't even hang with 50. Nas don't got enough songs. Remember, Nas went through pockets where he wasn't even really like doing too much.
Well, we're talking about songs. When we say verses, we're talking about songs that got really popular, right? Not just the quality of music.
Listen, 50, the whole Get Rich or Die Trying is like, or every song is like a classic hit. The whole Get Rich or Die Trying. And then you got to remember after that, you had like Piggy Bank, Window Shopper, I Get Money, 50 got
He's one of my favorite rappers of all time, but you just can't listen to him too much. Like the shit he does on social media, you can't follow that. I blocked that nigga years ago, nigga, because that nigga be getting you tight. But his
yeah, I don't
music,
follow him.
his music. Nah, I just couldn't. It's too much petty. He's a petty dude, bro.
Yeah,
That's
he
one
funny
petty.
though, but yeah.
Yeah, fucking New York niggas, bro. He's one petty dude, bro. Like
Yeah.
he got time for everybody. I don't know why he's like that. He got
I'm
time.
watching all his movies though. All his shows he put out.
Man, that's the one thing he does good at that, bro. He's good
Bro,
at that.
you seen For Life?
No, I haven't yet.
See, that's a good one. That's a good one. You got All the Powers out. BMF. You watch BMF?
I still haven't watched that either.
You better get to it. We got some
I'm
free
not. I'm
time.
not good at watching shows, bro. I'm not good, and I should because I know I'd be interested in it once I watch like one. But
Must
like,
see TV. That's all I gotta say. Every
must
single one. All the Powers, BMF, For Life. All of them is must see. Like if you're not like, I'm telling you, must see TV.
that's crazy.
You gotta watch Godfather of Harlem. I don't think he got nothing to do with that though.
All right.
There's a lot of must see TV out right now. For sure.
What you call?
Eric, you ain't seen none of those?
What, Power in them?
Yeah.
I saw BMF, but I don't watch Power though. But I saw BMF.
Yeah. Y'all gotta get on that.
Come on,
Power right
BMF.
now
That's
is
a
getting real good.
hood classic.
I can't believe this nigga is suing Travis Scott for $1 million.
Nigga.
That's something he would do though. Knowing him, he would do that.
When I heard that, I was just dying laughing. So.
Where did you talk to him when you talked to him?
Nah, I heard it through somebody else.
Oh, because he disappeared. I don't know what happened.
I seen a couple months
Nah,
ago.
get your bag, bro.
I don't
Look,
blame him.
man,
I don't blame him.
I'm shit. I don't.
Bro,
Nah,
I'm
damn near
rooting for him,
everybody at
actually.
that shit suing that nigga.
Huh?
I said, damn near everybody at that concert suing that nigga.
For
So
real. And they all gonna get a little something.
they all gonna get something.
Because they gonna settle.
it's not worth taking that shit to court. You gonna lose. That's one thing you learn early on. Early on, like if you make money, man, somebody's always gonna sue you. By the way, Will Smith taught me that a long time ago. Like he was talking about like the one thing about being famous is like you gotta get used to people suing you all the time. Cause like you might go somewhere and you have nothing to do with shit, but they know you is there. If something happens, they gonna go after you. They going after the people who got the bag. I know Travis Scott is probably has mad insurance and shit like that. That will cover him at least enough, you know.
Nah, probably like 5 people. Probably 5 people for the death of the people, but
Cause you gotta think the
It
people,
was
the
like over
families
like
that died, they're
75
getting the bag.
thousand.
Like if your family died through
Yeah,
this, you're getting the bag. And then you got the other little lawsuits. It's gonna hurt his pockets.
it's gonna hurt his pockets for real.
I
And
think what they
whoever
should do.
hosted with the venues and all that, they're not gonna have a business anymore. Travis could withstand it, but them other guys that like security companies and all that, they're just gonna be out of business.
You gotta know how to act sometimes when you go somewhere, man.
And you see they delaying his sneakers and everything. Like it's affecting a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
stuff for him. Like
Yeah, he was just doing I think he was doing like a food drive. He was trying to do something along those
you gotta
lines.
clean that shit up.
Yeah, he was doing something good.
You gotta clean
Every
that shit
every
up.
time you have an opportunity, any press is good press at that point. If it's not about the concert,
Uh-huh.
that's all.
You
He's
gotta
probably
be
Not,
gonna
a
do
cat
that
or something, nigga.
regardless. Though he's probably gonna do all that regardless. He
nah,
probably does it every year.
you got to do it 3 times a year now, at least.
Uh huh.
At
Save a
least,
fucking cat from a tree or something, nigga.
bro.
Something.
You better be out here. You better be out here, man. Because it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Like
The shit ain't really his fault at the end of the day. It ain't his fault.
Yeah,
it's
he
not.
can't control that shit, bro.
But people are weird. I've been to plenty of parties and events where people break down doors, and then the police come and you get maced. I didn't get maced directly, but once that shit is in the air, you can't breathe, bro. It gets real dangerous real fast, actually. To be honest, once people do wild shit in the venue that you're in, this shit gets very dangerous. Like brawls,
Of
people,
course.
man, people getting hit with tables, everything, chairs, and you don't even know why. Like it's not really like over. To me, it's never really serious enough to do that, but stuff gets real dangerous real fast,
Real quick.
man.
I've seen it plenty of times.
Sometimes I remember there being brawls like at house parties that were so bad, like you can't get out because this shit is by the door, and I'm looking around like, what do I do? I gotta get the fuck out of here. Yo, people were just fighting everywhere, and I remember that was one of the first parties I went to. Like I was kind of like Dolly, which is something you should never do. But like when I first got out of high school, I just wanted to do different shit. So I would know a friend of a friend, and we would go, and we would get out, and we would go over there. But I would meet her there because it would be her party. And that shit, a crazy ass brawl happened. I was like, how the fuck do I get home now? Because I made it outside. I didn't know anybody. And I looked to my right and I saw this kid I used to go to school with. Um, I don't know if you know him. I got type name in chat. Um, but basically, he drove. I couldn't believe my luck, bro, because I didn't think he would be there. I was like, yo, bro, you got me, man. He was like, yeah. Boom. That's how I escaped that shit, because then the cops came and it got dangerous. Man, this is like Brentwood early Brentwood, bro. Like you used to see shit like that all the time, and then in the city it's even worse. Some people, man, they have problems with each other, and they just meet up at the venues, bro. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
weird, man.
I seen crazy bros like people trying to scramble and cars are getting hit. Like in the process, car doors are flying off. Like, cause I seen crazy shit when it comes to bros and parties and all that.
I
Yeah.
just thought of that, man. That one though, like this dude was this poor yo.
That's
It was
why, like, when I used to go to parties back in the day, I always made sure I never park too close to the party.
facts.
Don't
At
park
least
too
it's
close. Your
blocked
car is
too.
gonna get fucked up because somebody's gonna be a brawl. Somebody's gonna fight. Your car is gonna get fucked up.
At least a block or two away. That was the rule, at least.
Yeah,
So you
and
can
then
like
Suffolk cops, they used to come on some crazy shit. I seen cops come and violate niggas. Like, yeah.
yeah, you gotta be
Yeah.
you gotta
This
be
is like
careful.
2013, like 2012, like
Right,
2013,
right. We just
2014
had
era.
gotten out of high school, and you
Yeah.
had some people that I don't know if they feel like they needed to prove things because that was about the time you still hang around the neighborhood and there was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of our scene. We were young and people were trying to host parties, and like you'd be around and you'd see people, and everybody would. Some people at least would try to prove things, and then things would go wrong. You know, And then you get to a certain age, like past like your early 18, 19s, where you're like, you know what, I'm not hanging out in the neighborhood no more because I don't want to see these dudes. And then you kind of do your own thing. And then once you go out to the city, it's kind of the same, especially if you're in the boroughs, like,
Nah,
stuff
city
like that.
niggas get shot. Niggas start shooting in the city.
I've
Yeah.
experienced stuff like that. Like I even have a really bad story about. I know you know who that is, but I can't share that one. Can't share that one. Oh, I forgot all about it. I just remember. Like, it was basically a situation where, like, literally, like, that's tell you another day. I can tell you that story.
Ah, yeah, save it for another time.
Yeah, I can't tell you that story. If you remind me, I'll tell you that story. But I was bad because, like, I was bad because he almost shot that nigga. But anyway, it's weird, like how I ended up in situations like that just from wanting to like go outside. But I think kids need that though. Like you need a little bit of real world experiences. Like you need to understand like what is what. When you go certain places, and like that, it's not a fucking playground out there, bro. It's dangerous.
You gotta learn street smart somehow. You
Yeah,
gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta get out there. Yeah.
like it's weird because once you see it, like it's kind of scary. Like in the beginning when you never see it before, but once you start understanding why things happen the way they do, you're like, you know what? In certain areas, that's how it is because they doing this and that, and they arguing with each other.
But when I
But
used to see real shit that used to happen, bro, like I was just so used to that shit, bro. Like shit was so regular. Like if a brawl pop off, or like somebody get stabbed or something, like that shit it became so regular to me, bro. Cause
over time, it does.
I've been going to parties since I was like 13, bro. Seeing that shit since I was 13. So by the time I'm 18, 19, it's like, all right, just another party. For me, this party gets shut down. All right, we going to the next one.
Yeah, it's another
Shit like
party.
that. So you just get used to violence growing up in New York, even in Long Island. Like shit go down. Feel
Bro, all
me?
the time, man. Like you know how many times I've been in scenarios where like you're this close to something popping off that's real bad, and you know why? Because you're using the wrong words to somebody. Like you're saying the wrong thing. You say, "What's popping, bro?" And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden he's like, "What's good?" And then you say it again, and he says it again, and all of a sudden, like you're not realizing because the other dude is half drunk, but he's talking like that, and he's like, if you say that to somebody, it could be a fighting word,
Yeah,
you know. And
or it be a girl. It should be happening because of a girl. You fuck around, you dance with somebody's girl. You don't know it's their girl, and now
bro,
shit got
that
real.
man, that's why one thing I learned, bro. One time I was at this house, and it was like a cool vibe of, bro, these were hood niggas, bro. Like these, like you, but I knew him through somebody else, and it's crazy because guys sometimes will test you. You know what they gonna do? They gonna play their little pool game over there, right? And the girls, they gonna sit on the couch. They gonna sit on the couch, and they're not really gonna talk. But like, if you don't know who is who, if you stupid, you gonna start talking to her. And like my man said, bro, look, whatever you do, just don't talk to them because it's basically a setup, nigga. Like you think
Yeah.
they're stupid, like they're there for a reason because niggas like to see like what type of dude you are, like when you go into their place, and it can be cool, bro. Bro, many hood dudes I met really cool, but if you do the wrong thing, it can be your life. It can either
I'm
be your life.
I'm from the era where you see now it's different at parties. I'm from the era where girls used to come up to you and start dancing on you. Like now, you would never see that no more. Like I'm telling you, bro, back to back to back, girls would just come and start shaking their ass on you. You know what I'm saying? And
It's different.
that's how shit used to happen, bro. Because a lot of times, some girls they try to make their nigga jealous that's in the party, and then now now it's a situation. You know what I'm saying? But now girls are so bougie, they just dance with each other. You go to a party, bro. Everybody's standing on the wall, and then maybe girls start dancing with each other a little bit,
But that's
but
why some of them
you
go
don't
out.
really see like people catching dubs no more, like dancing.
Oh shit.
It's
Nah,
weird now. Like if you see that now, it's weird. Like I remember I used to just grab like random girl, like I didn't even know, just grab you by the hand and you know what I'm saying? But I think that's just being young. I think that's just young people shit. Cause that's like when we was real young. I can't like if you do that to a grown woman, like that's kind of almost like rape now. If you the shit
Yeah,
we was
like
doing,
it's
bro,
like
you
you
grab
gotta.
her by the hand and
To be
like
honest, the way I felt about that is like there's always a way to do it. Like you gotta make sure. Like that's why I always say like your eye contact is very important. Like you can't just grab anybody, you know, but you gotta have confidence to do it because
but
some guys
even
don't have it.
now as a grown man, I wouldn't do that.
No, you can't because
I wouldn't do
it's a
that.
different scene. It's a different scene, and that girl, she might not even want to dance at that time. She might have you might have just chopped it up real quick and then see what you can do with that, you know, just
Yeah,
by chopping it up.
yeah.
Because nowadays, a lot of these like our age, a lot of these girls our age, they're not coming out to dance. They
No,
just they just come out. I don't know why they come outside. To be
no.
honest,
They just coming out to look good
that's
and
it.
they might
You
dance
know.
with their little homegirl. They might dance with their girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
And that's tough too, because if there's a girl that you like in the group, there's always one of them that's gonna block you from talking to her. You know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying? It's so you gotta play your cards right, bro. You gotta play your
Like I
cards.
seen the shift of parties, bro. Like I seen it. Like they started to shift around like I think it was like 2014, 2015, to the point where it's like it ain't even make any sense to go, bro. Cause it ain't make no sense to go. It's like
You know
why
what?
am I here, bro? Like why am I here? I'm just standing around with a with a mean mug on my face, waiting for a nigga to test me, smoking the spliff in the cut. Is waiting like it just became like too gangsta at one point. It was like, all right, you just
Yeah,
waiting
it's
for
always
something to pop
somebody with
off
dreads.
at this
It's
point.
always the dreadhead dude that fuck up the whole party, bro.
He said the dread, dude.
Bro, I'm serious. It's always something. He always got something on him, bro.
Nah, it's always the blood dude. That's what it is. It's always the
Sometimes,
blood dude.
bro.
It's
Like
always the blood nigga.
it used to be like that, bro. That's like now when we're old, bro. You know what you gotta do? You gotta travel and go somewhere else. Go to a different bro. I'm telling you, go to a different country, go to a different state. You won't
I'd be
believe how lit
afraid
it
to go
is,
to a party in no different country.
bro. It's so much better than out here, bro. It's like a different world, man. I tell you,
I'll be nah, nigga. I'm gonna be afraid I'm gonna get set up, especially if there's a language barrier and shit. Nah, fuck that.
bro. You
I'm
go,
good.
nigga. You go to
I'll
the
be
yard.
watching
Yeah.
your boy Breeze's videos, bro.
Hey, man, Breezy,
He
he
chilling
doing
out
his
there.
thing, huh?
I said he cooling out there. He living life out there in Ghana.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, man. What can I say?
Yeah,
I haven't talked to him like that recently, though. I
yeah.
don't know.
Nah, but you know what I'm saying. I respect him for going out there and actually like going out there. You know.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, you gotta experience the world. That's the one thing. That's one thing for sure. You know, like even when I went to Florida, I was like, yo, that shit is nice, bro. Like, I don't know if I told you, I'm kind of tired of New York in a way, man. I'm kind of tired of just feel like I seen everything I need to see out here.
Yeah, bro, make the move. Fuck it, nigga. Like you
Yeah,
go out there in Florida right now, it's nice. What was it like 70 degrees right now out there? 75 degrees.
let me see.
Like you, you
I,
can't.
man, I don't think, I don't think I can buy a house in New York.
Nah, hell no, hell no.
Yeah, 71. You're right. 71 degrees. Yeah,
Like you can play ball outside right now. Like
that's crazy, man. Winter time. 71 degrees.
it's Christmas. It's 71 degrees.
I don't think I want to be here like for another 5 years. I think within the next 3 years, you see the Florida or Texas. I promise you. But I'm leaning towards Florida. Live there.
If you go to Florida, like what part? I would do like Orlando.
I was just about to say that because I've never been there. Like maybe Orlando.
You're gonna feel more at home, like because a lot of people from New York in Orlando. So
I
it's
feel like
gonna
Miami is a little bit
it's a little expensive and it's a hood.
mm-hmm,
Like if you find affordable housing out there, it's gonna be kind of hood in Miami.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I fuck
But
with Orlando, man.
Orlando's with like I was there last, like I said, I was there last year for a couple days, and it kind of felt like I was in Long Island. It's weird. It was mad Hispanics, and it was just mad people from New York. You know, you're not gonna hear any country accents. You're not gonna hear that. Felt like I was in Long Island. To be honest with you.
And I got a boy out there too. He live in St. Pete. St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg. Okay.
Yeah, he live out there. Like, bro, man, Florida, man, it's looking, it's. I don't know, man. I don't know how you feel about that, Eric, but I don't know. Like, I can't see myself being in New York like more than like the next 3 years or so. You younger than me though, so it's different. Like,
Who?
Yeah, I'm not even worried looking at that yet, but
Eric,
I'll
how old are you?
probably move out
19?
of New York though. I'm
Er-
20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
you give it a couple years. Nigga, I seen everything. I seen the boroughs. I seen Long Island. I've been
Oh,
upstate.
I've seen all of New York, but I don't know, man. If
Oh,
anything, I'll probably go to Connecticut or something.
Connecticut.
Yeah,
That's where
Connecticut's
I'm going
cool.
for Fire Academy. It's in
Mm.
Connecticut. So
Connecticut's cool.
if Connecticut is cool, like and if I'm stationed out there, I'm gonna probably live out there.
Connecticut.
They got some hoods out there though.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know
I
nothing
don't
about
know,
no
man.
Connecticut. That's for sure. I don't know nobody out there. Not a
So you
soul.
tired of New York?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Tired of New York, bro. What the fuck I'm doing here? Like paying money out the ass. Weather always cold in the wintertime. Shit expensive. People telling you what to do all the time.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I got a large coat collection, bro. I'm gonna be sad if I gotta get rid of all my coats, bro. I got a lot of fly shit, bro. Like
As a
if I gotta
fact.
get rid of all that, I'll be tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, that's tough. Because you can't wear that shit
I can't wear
anymore.
that in no Florida.
That's
Fuck.
true. And I know that shit is nice too. I know. I don't know. It's just some things you gotta let go, bro. You gotta you gotta let it go.
I like wearing Timbs, bro. Like, damn, like
Oh, I can't get off the Thames, bro.
I need to
I
get me a
can't get
pair.
off the Thames, bro.
I never really actually owned a pair, and I always had a Yankee fit on my hat, and I never owned a pair of Timbs. I don't know why. It's different,
Bro,
man.
that's a
Like
New
that's
York
really
staple,
OD.
bro.
so
Huh?
what kind of boots you
That's a
wearing
New
in
York
wintertime?
staple, bro.
In the wintertime, I used to have some old I used to have some ACGs I wear.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
can't go wrong with ACGs.
yes sir. But
Yeah.
Get you a nice, big, thick Timberland boot, bro. Yo, you straight. You straight, yo. Wear those with the boot
man,
cut jeans and the New York fitted with a bubble coat, bro. Oh,
you a
that was
Bronx
like my fit when I went to school in the
shit.
wintertime.
You OD Bronx. You OD Bronx. Nigga. That's
Nah,
crazy.
Niggas
I
knew
would
you a New
definitely
York
miss New
nigga
York.
when you
I feel
stepped
like I'm missing out. If I move somewhere else, I feel like I'm missing out on something.
I used to think that, bro, but the city ain't all that, man. It ain't
It's
all
just the
that.
culture, bro. Like, and I'm gonna miss the food. It's
But that's why you move to somewhere where the Hispanic people are and Caribbean people.
yeah.
You
I
know,
need Jamaican food. Like, for me,
up.
wherever I
you gotta go
go.
to the city even now for that.
Yeah, for the most part, it ain't nothing. I go 30 minutes. I'm in Queens. I'll be going to Queens like once a week. Give me a Jamaican fix.
Yeah,
If
Queens
I'm
and
not in
Long
the
Island is
Bronx.
like right next to each other.
You said what?
I said Queens and Long Island is like right next to each other.
Facts. I go right over there in like Springfield.
Oh,
Mm.
I used to live in Springfield.
You know
Yo, they got
Jamaican
some.
flavors?
Yeah. Oh, you be over there?
Yeah, I go right over there.
Yeah.
This shit's
Man,
right there.
Rosedale. You be out in Rosedale?
I don't be out there. Like I just go, cause I really don't have no Queens connections. I'm more of a Bronx nigga. I'm more of like an uptown Bronx
Oh,
nigga. Like, but when I do
yeah.
eat in Queens, like I go there, or I go to Vibes, or I go to like Yardies and St. Albans.
St. Albans, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I need to
or
get me
like
some real tea.
I'll go to Jamaica Ave every now and then. Like if I gotta like pick up like a
Oh, you
fitted
go to
or
the
some
Ave.
shit, but I don't really be in Queens like that.
You
Yeah,
go to Queens Center Mall? I mean,
I've
ain't
been to
really
Queen
shit.
Center Mall a couple times, right next
Yeah.
to Left Rack City and shit.
you
I've been
fuck
in
with
Left
real
Rack
tea?
City. My mans used to live out there. I used to go out there a couple times. Left Rack City, Corona.
So Queens, man.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
always
used to
like
work at
Queens.
the Queens Zoo in Corona Park.
Yeah.
I always like
I like
Queens.
Queens though. Queens is cool. It's mad like it's like it's not too many to me. It's not too many hoods in Queens. Like to me, Queens is kind of decent.
No, it's like the only hood in by Springfield is like God Brewer. After you pass God Brewer, like you kind of straight.
What's that?
If you
Was
want
that
to
a
say Hollis,
projects?
huh?
Was that a projects? That's
What
a
God
street,
Brewer?
right?
What God
God
Brewer?
Art Brewer.
Yeah, God Brewer. Yeah,
That's a street
it's like
or
a, it's like a big ass strip.
okay,
They got like mad bodegas, mad stores, and then they got like projects and stuff in the area.
okay. I've been past like
Yeah,
40 projects and shit. I
I
see
live, I live on 47th.
a word.
Yeah,
Oh, so you mad close to 40 P's.
yeah, mad close. But I'm like, I'm in Far Rock, but like if I'm like the end of I'm like the end of Queens. Cause after Far Rock, it's like you in Atlantic Beach, Howard Beach and shit. You know what
You
I'm saying?
close
You
to
like
like
over
Long
there.
Beach and shit, right?
Yeah, Long Beach. I'm right like 10 minutes away from Long Beach. So it's like,
Hmm.
that's why I work out on Long Island because it's mad close.
Mm.
Yeah, Queens always been cool to me. You know.
It's the Bronx
Um.
you really want to stay away from.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
I don't really fuck with Brooklyn either. I'm gonna be honest. Like
Yeah, it's like
I
they
got no
wild
reason to
over
go
there,
to
bro.
Brooklyn.
They wild.
I got no, yeah, I don't go to Brooklyn.
Like, dude, honestly, my cousin one time got robbed, broad daylight, bro.
In Brooklyn,
Yeah, broad daylight, and he's from there. It's weird, man. Like, and like you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful what you're doing on there, because a lot of people that walk around there ain't got shit to lose or to do. You
y'all
know,
got a story getting robbed
Bro,
before?
huh?
Y'all got any stories of getting robbed? I got a good story.
I got a good
Um,
story.
When I was 13, I was in Mount Vernon. I'm from Mount Vernon, and this is like this is like 20. I was 13. This is like 20 like 2007 ish, and this is around the time like Bloods is like big, like Bloods is big, whatever. So I'm on the block by myself where we shop at. I'm buying a pair of sneakers. My pops gave me like $100 go buy like some cheap pair of sneakers, whatever. And I'm in the store, and at this time, bro, like I was a little spoiled young little nigga, and I had two phones. I had two Boost mobile phones, and fucking some little nigga set me up. He was like maybe like 11. He came up to me. He was like, "Yo, you got the time?"
oh
I
nah.
pulled out. I was already talking on one phone. On the phone, I pulled out my other phone, told him the time or some shit like that. Right. So then he went. I ain't paying no mind. I just thought he really wanted the time. So then so I'm walking out the store. I ain't seen sneakers I wanted. I'm walking out the store and motherfucking next thing you know I see three people come behind me and two of them put their arms around me like they was my friend. And they was like, keep walking, little nigga. And I felt something in my back, something sharp. They put a knife to my back. They was like, keep walking. They was like, you gonna keep walking? And we gonna make this left, turn this corner. They was like, what's in your pockets? They was like, empty out your pockets, empty everything out your pockets. I just empty everything out. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, you didn't see us. You don't know us. You feel me? You don't know nothing. They was like, they was dropping like a big homie blood name. They was like, Scooter? They was like, we run with Scooter. You already know what's up. Like they was scaring the shit out of me. Like, you feel me? Type shit. So I turned the corner. They like, yo, you ain't see us nothing. So I run back to my crib, tell my pops. My pops like, what? My pops get the ratchet. He get his whole knife collection, all that. Put that shit in the trunk. He got his ratchet on him, and we circling the whole hood, right, looking for them, right. And in my head, I'm like, yo, if I see these niggas, I'm not even gonna say nothing because I know my pops gonna go to jail, and I gotta walk these same streets as these niggas. I was
Mhm.
on some pussy shit, bro. I was like, nigga, so we ended up seeing them. Well, I seen them. I didn't tell my dad though, cause I knew what was gonna happen. My pop's gonna go to jail, nigga, and I'm gonna have beef in these streets. So I ended up seeing them. I just let them rock, bro. They took both
That's
my they
crazy.
took both my
That,
phones, and I had like $100 on me. I took all that shit. But it could have been worse. I heard a lot of stories when niggas get robbed and shit's worse. And I've been in situations where I'm on the other side of the shit and niggas getting robbed, but that's just other shit. But nah, that was when I was young too, and that shit like that shit, yeah, that shit was crazy. I had a knife to my back. They was really gonna stab me too if I ain't give it up. Them
yeah.
niggas, they was on some real gangster. They was from the projects. They was wilding.
It was a smart move you made because what they did was they forced you to walk in somewhere where nobody was going to be able to see where you was at.
Exactly.
So at that moment in time, it's either you do that or you get really hurt, bro. There ain't no type of Detroit police training and shit. That shit not happening, bro. You get really hurt out here if you're not careful, man. Sometimes it's good to just give that shit up. Like if you're not in a position to be able to defend yourself, like where you were, you know what? It's $100 is a phone. You can get that shit back. You know, so that's a good thing you did. It's probably even better that you didn't tell your pops like that you saw them, because like at that situation, what is he gonna do? He's gonna bring the ratchet out. He's gonna go to them. He might kill one of them. Like you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it was gonna get ugly, and then I would
Yeah,
have had beef on the same streets I had to walk on. I ended up seeing them niggas after, and the crazy part is like it's like they didn't remember me. It's like them niggas rob shit every day, all day. It's like
yeah, probably.
them niggas didn't even remember me.
You
Shit
had a hat
crazy,
on that day.
huh?
You had a hat on that day.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
It's good that they didn't remember you because that would have not been good. Because if they would have remembered you, now they could have like probably do some shit like that on everyday type shit. 'Cause, like that's how like when you grow up out there, like that's how like if you don't defend yourself like in that situation, like you had no choice. But like the next time you see him, you can either go back there and be like, "Yo," you know what I'm saying? Like what's good? Like we gotta fucking you know you can try to defend yourself sometimes, but like sometimes it's better to just let it go.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I ended up moving to Long Island like a couple months later, anyway.
Oh,
So
you did. That's when I met you.
yeah,
Nah, y'all want to hear a story? I mean, I didn't get robbed. I mean, I got robbed before, but it's nothing. But in terms of like my friend got robbed, so we in a bodega, right? This after school, so the bodega down the street from the school. So it's like four of us. So I'm on the bodega, I ain't got no bread, so I'm trying to talk to the nigga like, yo, let me get this for free, bro. I got you tomorrow type shit. So my friend outside, he on the phone. So we in the store just um cutting ass with the it's a Spanish bodega. So I'm talking to the poppy nigga. And then my friend walk in crying and shit, like, yo, I just got robbed. So I think we in eighth grade at the time. Yeah, we in eighth grade. So we on some hot shit. I don't know what the fuck was on, but I was like, nah, fuck that. We jumping that nigga. Like for real shit. So I walked outside and them niggas had ran. So the block, it's like the school was here. Down the block was like a corner store, and down the block was my grandmother's house. She lived in some complex. So they ran toward my grandmother's house. So I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, yo, if we jump these niggas, I'm going straight to my grandmother's crib. You feel me? So we walking down the block and I see that nigga. He's like him, and it's a special ed nigga, but them hood special ed niggas. You know them niggas that be mad bad, just doing
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he a big nigga too, like he a big diesel nigga, like. So, but I'm on some hot shit already. Like they had threw my nigga on the ground. I'm already mad. So we passing him like nothing happened, and all of a sudden my friend slapped the shit out of him, and the nigga pulled out like a little pocket knife, the little shits. By that time, nigga, I jumped on him. We started beating his ass. But I didn't know the nigga, my friend ain't tell me though that nigga, that shit was a two-man job. So as we beating the
Oh,
nigga, like we real life beating the shit out of him, his mans come from down the block. Cause like I guess like he was supposed to run off with the phone this way and he was gonna run that way. So that nigga started running toward the block with some big big metal pole, some long shit, some like it had like spikes, some shit you see in jail, some like makeshift shit coming down a block. By that time, it's like a standoff now. Like his man's got up, and shit. Like me and my mans, we standing back, and then it was like, yo, we gonna catch y'all little niggas, right? So we ain't really, I didn't think about it. It's raining that day too. I didn't really think about like Far Rock a small hood, so like I'm gonna see these niggas, and if I see them, something gonna happen. So we don't give a fuck, right? So the next day of school come by, and it's after school, and we up in the classroom chilling and shit, and we look outside the window, and it's them two niggas, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. As soon as we walk out to the school, it's either gonna be a fight or something gonna happen. So I walk outside the back. I go out. I'm on some pussy shit. I go outside the back. You know what I'm saying? The back of the school. Them niggas walking down the block. It's just me, cause I live this way. All my friends live that way, so it's just me. So like I'm standing up to fight, cause I see them two niggas running. Like, yo, we got your bitch ass, right? I see them two niggas running towards me. Yo, thank God, bro. One of my mans, I know him from high school. He a tall nigga. It's like him and like four other hood niggas that be in the block. They walking this way, right? So as soon as them niggas start coming this way, bro, I start walking to them niggas, start dapping them niggas up. I start dapping them niggas up. And then the other two niggas left. But from that day on, it was like every time they saw us, either something happened or. But after that, I think he had got locked up because they had robbed something, and I think both of them got locked up. But that's the time my friend got robbed. But it had nothing to do with me, but it was my man's. So I don't know.
But it was
You know, a
just
little
be. It
stupid
was
nigga
like
hot
it
shit.
was something to worry about because
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
know.
like,
really
but at
basic.
the
Man.
time, I'm a little nigga in the hood. I'm thinking it's normal. I'm like, I'm gonna see you too, niggas. Far Rock a small hood. Like this
Yeah.
school is in the middle of the hood, so we all live closely relatively to the school. Like I'm gonna see your ass. But they was on some real shit. Like
Them special ed niggas don't play, bro.
they don't play. I ain't know. Like it was like two special ed niggas, bro. But they be in the streets. But I didn't care about that. You know, I'm a hot little nigga. But they
Mm,
was on some real shit. Like 4 days later, they get locked up for robbing some shit. And we never saw them niggas again.
shit. In my school in Mount Vernon, my elementary school, in my elementary school, we had it was a separate building called the Annex where all the bad kids was at, all the
Yeah,
bad
that's where.
special ed kids was at,
Yeah,
and them niggas was bad, bro.
bad.
Recess time, my nigga, they used to try to rob us. They used to try to set us up, and they was smart. They was on some
Yeah,
like them niggas was from the projects. Them niggas was bad, bro. Word, special ed niggas don't play. And they
they don't.
big, like they big, son.
They big
Them niggas,
niggas.
cause you know they get left back like 2, 3 times. Them niggas is big.
They big niggas, bro.
They
They
strong
big
as hell
niggas.
too. They don't know their own strength. They
They
get
fucking
strong,
big
bro.
niggas, bro.
Word.
It was
And it
I
was
crazy.
remember them
obviously
niggas
it
was
was some
nice at
shit that was
backflips. You
avoided.
remember like recess kids be doing backflips and shit.
Yeah,
Them niggas was nice at backflipping. I swear to God, the bad kids, son, them niggas backflip their asshole.
yeah,
Word.
bro.
Yeah.
But it's a time when my friends got robbed in Bed Stuy, but I
You
was
said
supposed to
best
go with
style?
them. Yeah, they went to Bed Stuy for like some basketball tournament, and I was supposed to go, but I forgot what happened. I think I had went somewhere with my mom's or some shit, but I was supposed to go with them to Bed Stuy, so they was walking down the block, and I guess they was in the wrong hood at the wrong time. You feel me? They walk
Mm,
out the train station. It's already. You know Bed Stuy. It's niggas already lurking. Like, oh, we never seen this nigga here before. Like
mhm.
they own it, bro. So them niggas walking down the block, boom. Like, they had fake niggas. That gun in the little, that little plastic bag they put where they used to put beers and shit. That
Yeah,
little paper brown shit.
yeah.
They type of shit, stick them up. They took it. They took all their phones, cash, and all that shit
Damn. They
in
hit him
Bed
with the
Stuy.
fake gun. They hit him with the fake
Yeah,
gun paper bag.
with the fake shit, and the little razor knife, and robbed them. And I was gonna be there, but God willing, I wasn't there. But I was supposed to be there. But
You was young? Y'all was young?
nah, this was in high school.
Uh,
But I'm not in the same high school as them. I was just supposed to link with them. They went to Grand Street in Brooklyn. and I was in Lawrence in Nassau County, so I wasn't nowhere near them. But I was supposed to link with them to this basketball tournament because our man's was playing it in Best Stuy, and them niggas got robbed right there, right in plain sight. And
Yeah,
Right.
damn.
I was like, yo,
Brooklyn is like that though. Like I
Brooklyn
remember
is
plenty
like
of
that.
times on a train, bro. Like shit would just be
It's
popping
niggas
off.
waiting. It's niggas waiting. Like, yo, we
Bro,
never seen
like
this
there
nigga
was this
before.
crazy dude. I think he got into a fight with this dude on the other side of the track, and he needed a way to get back to the other side because that was the train that I was taking, and I think he had like a knife on him or something. But that nigga was so crazy. Like nobody, like you're not gonna make no eye contact. Like you're just gonna look
Yeah,
do. But I think it's like he's like pacing the train. He's like pacing the train up and down, up and
yeah,
down, up and down, up and down. And he's sitting to like it was me, my man's, and three of his mans. And like we're just sitting down because we had came from a party, and we're just sitting in the train. It's like, yo, what is this nigga about to do? Because like crazy people sometimes they start making like weird conversations.
yeah,
And it got to the point where
Like with you?
it was with the dude that sat in front of us.
Oh yeah, you gotta know what not to talk. Like some
Hell
people,
yeah,
they
yeah.
try to talk, they trying to like read you and shit. Especially
yeah,
like, yeah, you can't. You
Mhm.
feel me?
We just that's where I had to learn, man. Like I learned a lot of street smarts from those nights out, to be honest. Cause me coming from Brentwood, that shit is nothing like compared to
Yeah,
like shit out there, bro. Like that shit is very hectic, man. Like it's not for everybody. And like yeah, I know as a young kid, like certain situations, like you shouldn't be in it, but it's better to have experienced it so you know like what it is,
yeah.
you
In
know.
the city, like niggas be doing like mind game shit. It's like you gotta learn how to say less. Like
yeah,
niggas try to talk, whatever, whatever. You gotta just learn how to say less. Like keep your shit like one word responses. Feel me? Cause
That's
that's how
about it.
niggas try to read you, bro.
yeah,
And once a nigga read you, it could be over from there. You know what I'm saying? Especially like we from Long Island and shit. It's one thing you kind of when you in the city, you kind of don't want niggas to know you from Long Island. Even though you could be from Long Island, you could be a tough ass nigga. But niggas is
yeah,
going to hear Long Island and they just going to sleep on you. But you could be some tough ass nigga that'll fuck niggas up. But they once they hear Long Island, bro, they like and they like, oh, it's lit. I got one.
yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
far from
saying?
home, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying. You far from home.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
one
So
thing it's always good. I learned a long time ago. It's always good to be around people who are definitely from there that are known around there,
That's
bro.
what I told them niggas. I like, yo, y'all should have linked with somebody from the hood. Y'all niggas gonna go to Best Style Dolo. Like that's it's an easy lick.
yeah,
You
Go
got
to
to,
Mama.
bro. At least one person that's from here, because like my man's another time. I think we were in we were in Harlem. Like at least he was able to say that he was from there, so he was defending us. When remember I told you a story about the guy that came in the store and looked around, he didn't recognize us.
yeah,
Like that's it could have been a potentially dangerous situation, but at least my man was able to say, like, yo, honestly, bro, we just getting food, they with me. You know what I'm saying? If I couldn't have said that, I said I'm from like now I gotta say I'm not from there. I can't lie. They never see my face. He's gonna know I'm not from there. That's a problem. And I don't know why though, because we have a weird mentality that we own the streets. I don't know. I don't know. But
that's how
it's
black
crazy.
people are.
It's
Black people,
crazy. They own the street.
they don't
Like
own nothing in the neighborhood, but they own the block.
yeah, it's weird, man. It's really weird. Why they think like that, but it is how it is. You know, it's weird.
It's crazy.
So many situations, but now that I think about it, you would have never thought that I've been in so many different situations like that growing up. Looking back at it, like now I'm like, damn. It's like it's good to have experienced it, but man, New
Yeah,
York is a tough place, especially the city. It's a tough place to be growing up around. You can pick any borough, honestly. You know, that's why I've gotten pretty good at having a certain type of. You got to learn to get a certain type of facial expression when you're walking out and about,
Of course, you
so
gotta
that
have a
people
whole
notice
bop
you.
to you. Like you gotta,
Exactly. Like you gotta have it so people are a little bit more standoffish because it's good for people to not be able to predict you. You can't be like oh like goofy like all around. Like you just gotta
right.
have a
Me,
character so that people know. I'm not sure about this nigga. Like
I
they
grew up.
just
I grew up in both, like kind of like both worlds. Like I spent a lot of time in the Bronx as a kid growing up. You know what I'm saying? So when I always went out there to the city, like with my Long Island friends, I would have to school them on how to move, like
Yeah,
how to walk and how to like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be looking like no real like outsider. You kind of gotta learn how to blend in. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta
exactly.
school them on how to say less. Like people try to talk to you,
Don't
don't do
say,
too much
don't
talking.
do
You feel me?
too much talking.
There's no need to be doing all that talking. You know what I'm saying? And you know niggas learn. Some niggas don't learn because some niggas are just so used to the suburbs
Suburbs say
to the point where
whatever.
it's like they can't kick that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I'm lucky to grow up in both. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to Long Island, like I have no family in Long Island. Like I have no roots to this Long Island shit. Like all my family is like in the city for the most part. The Bronx, Mount Vernon. I consider Mount Vernon the city because where I live at in Mount Vernon, I could walk to the Bronx in 5 minutes. I drive there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So like all my family's out there. So it's like I just grew up with that a little with that game. And even the niggas I'm in tune with in Long Island are like niggas that's from the city and like real like nigga like you know what I'm saying. So shit is you just kind of gotta learn how to move. You can't be no dumbass. You gotta have street
Yeah,
smarts for sure. You go to the
mm.
city, you gotta have street smarts. And you
I
feel
do
me?
that shit.
And real recognize real. You could be from anywhere, bro. You could be from anywhere, but real gonna recognize real at the end of the day.
They know about your character, and I'm actually funny enough. Like, if you walk with me, like around here, I'm the same way. Cause sometimes, and I'm like, bro, you know me. I'm the one of the most friendly people you can ever meet. But I know when you're outside, it's different. You know, you never know. Even in Brentwood, when I'm out and about, I'm still very respectful, but I'm stern and I'm straight because I know you never know. Like especially if you're moving around here later on at night, you never know who you're talking to. So you let people know by your aura and the way you look. I'm not sure about that, dude.
Sometimes you gotta give niggas eye contact. That's another thing.
I
Sometimes you
do,
gotta
do.
give niggas just a certain little bit of eye contact, just to the point where they know you're not pussy.
Yeah,
But
like
there's a
oh,
certain time limit to it. It's crazy.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
crazy
yeah,
how black people gotta go through this type of shit, bro. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
time.
won't look at
There's
them
a
too
certain
long. 'Cause
time
that's a
limit. If you
problem.
stare a little bit too much,
That's
then
a
it's like,
problem.
yo, what's a nigga looking at? Is that a problem? But if you just
Yeah,
look a little bit, niggas be like, all right, for me, he not pussy. For
yeah.
me, but
That's why around here.
he don't want no problems, but he not pussy. You feel
Yeah, but
me?
that's why around here, like I'll give people like a fake head nod, or I'd be like, "What's good?" You know,
Yeah,
like I'm here. You know, like I looked at you, I seen you. I'm not afraid of you. Like I'm
yeah.
not afraid of nobody, but I know that you can die.
Like me,
People
I'm
have
on some like spiritual shit now. Like when I see black people now, I be on some peace brother shit too. Like,
that.
but you kind of gotta learn who to say that to. I can't be saying that to no little 19-year-old little nigga with tight ass Amiris on with a Montclair. I can't be on no peace brother shit with him. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah,
old heads, like I get along with a lot of old gangster niggas, bro, because they
definitely,
understand they been through shit. You feel me? Like I'm on some like peace brother shit, like you feel me, and they respect it. Like all right, peace. You know what I'm saying?
you got to. But some of these young dudes, it's hard to read what these young dudes is about, man. That's why these days, man, like I'm not even like in no real boroughs or no hoods, man. I'm out here in the East End, Long Island, man. Whatever it is, what it is. I'm out here for round, and then maybe move to a different state, because you want to see more. But I have experienced a lot. Like it's funny because I never talk about stuff like that. But you gotta have some of them experiences. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have them experiences because at the end of the day, if you make it somewhere or you're somewhere else, at least you remember where you came from, and like how it was. Like so a lot of the stuff that you listen to in the music, you know what's real and you know where shit happens. You know Harlem is dangerous. You know the Bronx is dangerous. You know a lot of parts of Brooklyn can be very dangerous. You know, like being from New York, you have your own experience. I think most people do. If you've been around even a little bit, everybody has some type of experiences, man. In New York, it's a different city. It's a different state. There's not many states. I can't really compare it. That's the one thing for sure. You were saying you would get homesick, kind of like you feel like you miss something.
Yeah,
I know what you
because
mean.
it's nothing like New York, bro. At the
I
end,
know what you mean.
it's not.
I know.
I feel like we live in like the center of the universe. Like that's how I feel. Like everything else revolves around where we at. That's how I feel.
It's crazy, man. It's real crazy.
And it's just when we go anywhere else in the world, our swag is just unmatched, bro.
They
Anywhere
can
else in the
tell though.
country, we say we from New York, they hear our accent.
Accent is crazy.
Yo,
Shorties is on us. They on
I
us.
went to VA, bro. Yo, you ever went to VA for beach weekend?
Nah.
It's just wild, bro.
Virginia Beach, though,
Sir.
Nah. I've been to VA though.
It was hot. Like they knew right away. Like Shorty know right away you're from New York.
Yeah.
And like it's crazy because like I wasn't born here, but my accent, the way I picked it up, is New York. That's what they're gonna say instantly, because that's what I learned. That's what I heard. It's crazy how you learn that, bro. Like the longer you live here, you're gonna adapt that New York. Just everything. Like, we have our own lingo. We have everything.
Facts.
Everything.
And like now it's like New York. I remember the days when New York used to set the trends and like we used to have our own lingo. And now I feel like we starting to like copy everybody else now. Like we saying no cap and stuff. Like that shit don't come from New York.
Yeah, that's something.
Like I
Yeah.
mean we still got our own shit we say a little bit. But I'm telling you, we starting to copy like a lot of shit, like from like Atlanta, Chicago. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
nowadays everybody does shit that's popular because of social media.
Yeah, social media changed everything. It changed even like the fashion. Like New York used to dictate how the rest of the world dress. You feel me? Like they used to copy us, and now we copying rappers from Atlanta. Like niggas wearing the Mary tight ass jeans, and you know what I'm saying? Like
But you know what's crazy though? Niggas been talking about shit like that since like 2015. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike and Mary Jeans. I've been knowing about that for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
2015, it was like wasn't it like Bull Mains and
No, but I'm saying, bro. Back in the day, I was already hearing about Mike and Mary Jeans, man. Like I've been hearing about that shit. I used to know because this dude Odell, that's all he would wear. And I'd be like, yo, what all these shits? I looked that
Odell
shit up.
Beckham?
Yeah,
Oh,
that shit is expensive, nigga.
it's just like 1,300 a pop.
Bro,
I can never.
nah,
And them
me.
shit's too tight for me anyway. I don't even wear pants that tight.
It's a different
Relax.
life, man. But like, I don't know. Everybody has their own little vision of how they want to be.
And then I
Like
don't even be doing all them rips and jeans. I don't do all that.
Yeah, I don't do that shit
Too
either.
many rips and all that. I might do like one little rip. But some niggas be having their knees out and shit in the winter. Niggas be cold. Niggas got their whole knees out. It be cold as hell outside. You got shit.
I don't know. I didn't wear that shit. I used to have at least two pairs like that. I was like, why am I wearing that shit, bro? Like the whole kneecap,
Yeah, you got your whole kneecap hanging out, bro.
the whole kneecap, bro. That's crazy. That's really crazy. That's why you get some black Timbs, bro. I like black Timbs. Get some, because the tan ones, like certain weathers, like if it's like certain weather, like rain and snow, over time it damages the fucking boot. Man. Like,
Yeah. I got both. I always keep both. I keep a pair of black, keep a pair of wheats. I got the high top, big, like 40 below. I got a pretty good Tim collection. I ain't go like if y'all see my I got
I see that. That looks very
Yeah.
nice,
I
actually.
got sneakers for days. Like
That's your room or is the living room?
huh?
That's your room.
Yeah.
That's nice, bro.
Like I got a
Yeah.
big hat cut. Like these are all fitteds in here. Like it's like probably like 30 some fitteds.
Oh
All
yeah.
gray bottoms, green bottoms.
Bro, Eric, the one thing about this nigga, bro, like Devin always had his own swag since I'd known him.
That's
And
how I
like,
gotta be.
bro, it's always been like that. Like I always respected that, bro. Like bro, I'm talking middle school. You know how hard it is to have your own identity? Like
These are my favorite Tims right here.
those are fire.
Oh yeah.
These
I
are
used to
my
have them.
Tupac had these on in Juice. These are my favorite Tims.
Yo, show
Probably
those
don't. You
Ewins.
probably only wore them like once.
Oh, you
If
want to
that.
see the Ewings?
Yeah. I want these bad.
Can I flip the camera?
I never figured out how to do it on the phone.
Yeah, son. That was just a classic, bro.
Adidas,
What a
Jordan.
fire.
Like, but for me, I get what I like, but I got some hype shit. Like, niggas want to talk like that hype shit. Niggas want to talk that hype shit. We could do Travis Scott's.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? We could do that. Um, yeah, I got some shit. I ain't gonna lie, I got some shit. But I do it like I collect like I've been doing this for years. I used to work at Finish Line for like 3 years, and I used to get mad Jordans on discount. So just been stacking shit up.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Me and him met when we were youngins. And I was a quiet dude, so it's crazy that like
I was
I
spoiled. I
didn't-
had mad shit back then. It was me and Rob. Remember Rob was hella
yeah,
spoiled too.
yeah. I see him every once in a while. I see Rob. I
Yeah,
see him every once in a
he
while.
be with Clifton and shit.
Yeah, I really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, we play at 12. We play at 12 tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
You gonna do a stream?
It's Christmas. Yeah, if I'm home, I don't think I'm going anywhere. Like, I mean, why not?
Bad. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna eat something.
Yeah. I'm a
Play
holler
some
at y'all.
2K. All right.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at y'all too, man.
All right. Peace.
Yeah.
All right.